So, uh, so before we get going, I want you all to just kind of see if I can get you all to listen to what's going on here. Can you hear it? Let me turn up the game audio so you can hear it. What's funny is I hear this and I almost feel like I want to look over at my window and see if it's raining outside, which I'm pretty sure it's not. I'm just going to even double check my weather app just to see. It is not raining outside. And yet, in my headphones, all I'm hearing is rain. Very light, soft rain. For those of you who, of course, remember what it was like at the end of the previous episode with the rather heartbreaking finale of seeing Chase be willing to risk his life by using his powers one more time to save Invisigal, and then straight up collapsing afterwards with just silence and no upbeat music or anything for the credits, and then this is what we get in between. You're probably wondering, why is there a stool in the vending machine there? You'll see. But it just caught me when I was preparing for this, the extremely light sound of the rain outside. No hype or excitement or upbeat feeling for going into this episode. Let me just kind of slightly move myself over here. But I was just hearing that in my headphones very softly to the point where I almost just kind of went, wait, is it raining outside? And also, let me go ahead and just take this moment, because I see a couple of y'all are joining the stream. I just want to make sure. Okay, so I just want to make sure my mic is actually working. So I just love that this is the tone we're starting off with tonight as we're going into the next episode. And I'll be honest with y'all, the week that we had to wait before this episode came out, wondering if in fact Chase had actually died in that moment, if using his powers just one more time was enough to make him age to the point where he would die of old age. We had to wait. It kind of reminds me of the days back when you used to watch episodic television and they had a cliffhanger, and then you had to wait a whole week to find out the resolution of that cliffhanger. Remember those days? You don't really have to do that these days anymore, because of course we can just wait for a show to end and then we'll just watch the next episode, see what happens, right? It's kind of how you do it these days. At least that's how I have a tendency to do it after learning the lesson, courtesy of other shows like, say, I don't know, Game of Thrones, for example. But retrospective. If an accident or injury should occur on the job, it is extremely important for you to notify your manager or HR promptly, no matter how minor the incident may seem. Needless to say, no one's feeling in good spirits right now after what happened with Chase and Invisigal. And you can imagine how Invisigal must feel. So how do we start this off after what happened?
I'm too old to be crying.
Off. No, you're not. I cry all the time.
Really? When?
When I was your age, I cried for weeks when the Raiders left LA.
Yeah, that's totally the same as my dad never being home.
So yes, we of course get a flashback to see a time when Robert and Chase were basically like brothers. Now, I may want to talk about this for a moment because I kind of consider myself a bit of a sports historian. So when he references the Raiders leaving LA, let me just say right now, I don't care who resides there. Like, the Rams may have won a Super Bowl there a few years ago, but as far as I'm concerned, LA is still a Raiders town. There are people that I know to this day are still in LA who are still Raider fans all these years. Trust me when I say people in Oakland and LA, and I say this as somebody who lived out in the Bay Area for 16 years. I went to a number of Raider games when they were out in Oakland. Trust me when I say, those Raider fans, they are faithful to their team. No matter how much they leave and keep moving, they still stay loyal to that team. And I commend them for that. So, trust me when I say there's still plenty of diehard Raider fans in LA. No matter how much the Chargers or the Rams take residence or get success, that's still a Raiders town. But it just made me smile hearing him reference the leaving of LA, which is funny considering that it was kind of like a 10-year or so residence there before they eventually moved back to Oakland. I could give an entire, again, bit of a sports historian here. I could give an entire history lesson to any of y'all who'd be interested in knowing about the whole saga that happened involving Al Davis fighting the NFL to move from Oakland down to Los Angeles and thinking that was going to be this monumental thing, but then how he completely mishandled it, and they just never had nearly the kind of success in LA in terms of like numbers and attention compared to other teams down there like the Lakers and the Dodgers, and they eventually had to move back, and there's a whole thing I could go into about that. But I like that right away we are getting immediate establishment. This is a flashback to a very young Robert and of course a younger Chase.
Whoa, language.
Ha ha.
And it was the same. My pops had season tickets growing up. Seats sucked, but I just liked being there with them. So, yeah, when they moved, I was crying like a little too.
I mean, to be fair to Chase, a lot of other people did the same thing as well. And I can also understand him saying that the seats there were not good because they played back in like the LA Coliseum, which is where the USC Trojans play, which needed renovation and needed to be updated because yeah, seats there, it's kind of like the olden days. Like that's a Coliseum where they played like the original Super Bowl back in 1966. So yeah, of course seats there are gonna kind of suck. I'm sure the benches you had to sit on were not very pleasant to sit on back in those days.
Are you saying I'm crying like a
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. What do you want from the store? Your dad gave me $100 and I gotta break the anyway.
He pays you?
To be around your crying yeah, he pays me. Now, come on, whatever you want.
I want to remind y'all that in the previous episode, when they were arguing after the party, that Robert said, "You have literally stolen things from me." I just want to remind you about that because of what we're about to see here. Now, this actually doesn't quite make sense unless you make the correct choice. However, I am going to make the choice that actually does back up what was said in the previous episode.
Just make it less than $20, because I'm not trying to go broke every time you get lonely.
Can I get a beer?
I'm 20. I can't buy beer.
You said anything. Or are you gonna let me down too?
I know you're a kid and you're sad, but you suck, okay?
The guilt trip.
You understand what I'm saying?
Are you gonna let me down too?
Don't drink the in front of your dad.
Never, I swear.
No kid. I was joking. Keep up.
Keep up. Remember, Robert said he made him do it that quite a bit.
There, bitch. You happy now?
Dang, how'd you get it?
I stole it, dumbass.
Remember how he made such a big deal about, like, what? He's like, I've never stolen anything in my life. He's like, yes, you've stolen things from me. Oh, well, that doesn't count because that was for somebody else. Again, I already talked about how that's not how that works. But it's, again, just one of those things I'm making a point about how hypocritical he's being about Invisigal when he has literally also done that. Yes, it may have been for Robert, but come on, man. Being way too extra harsh on her.
Whoa, what the
Ugh, this is disgusting.
Yes, it is. It's alcohol. Of course it is.
Exactly. I knew that would happen, and that's why you shouldn't drink that.
Of course it tastes terrible.
I got you your favorite.
And of course, Twinkies.
I didn't realize you two were that close. That it went back that far.
So yeah, he's not dead, but he's on that doorstep.
He was like a big brother to me. I didn't appreciate it enough.
I'm sorry.
Chase would only babysit nights when Dad had to deal with something big. Working late, he called it. It was fine being alone, but I'd still ask to have him watch me because I could guilt trip him into buying me shit. He never said no. I made him run a lot back then.
Right. So maybe one less store run for bitch-ass Robert and he wouldn't be stuck in here. That's what you're saying.
Blazer, you are terrible at this. That is not the way you need to say that to him right now. That's not what he needs to hear from you right now, especially not worded like that. I mean, yes, I'm sure that's exactly what he's telling himself right now, feeling very guilty that he feels that he's the reason that Chase is in that bed. But he doesn't need to hear that from you right now.
Right.
I mean, it was, but now that you put it like that...
Hey, the only person that put Chase here. Pending the investigation, Invisigal suspended.
I want to counter that she's saying that that Invisigal is the reason he's here. No. Let's not be all of a sudden. This is one of my biggest problems with this episode. They put the blame on Invisigal for what happened a lot here. They make it out to be like as if she did this horrible, terrible thing. She risked herself to help Robert. That's literally what she did. She went to a very dangerous place and put herself in a very vulnerable position to risk her own life to help Robert get the pulse back so that he could be Mecha Man again. Yes, she was advised not to do it by herself, and we even backed her like, yeah, no, need to go tonight, which everyone was like, no, we're not going to do that. But they act like she almost blatantly put Chase in this bed. She never expected Chase to do that. She never expected him to risk his own life to save her, when she was in fact risking her own life to help out Robert. This is extremely unfair blaming that they do to Invisigal in this episode. It's one of the things that really irritates me about it.
Obviously, but I think you should consider cutting her from the team. I'm not saying you should. I'm just saying you should consider it. It's 100% your call.
I'm worried something like that might just make things worse.
Yeah, it's just... I can't help but think that we've already cut a hero for far less.
Because you made him, Blazer. He didn't want to cut either of them. He didn't want to cut anybody. You forced that choice upon him. You are the one who made him have to choose to cut either Sonar or Coop just because you want to send a message to the team. And now you're, putting the blame on him that, hey, you've already cut somebody for less. Why not cut somebody here? You're the one who forced that choice on him.
We had to send a message.
That's kind of my point.
Just gets better and better.
Vending machine?
Whatever I want.
He's so f***ing proud of the man you've become. He told me that.
That moment's a little bit more touching if you are in a romance with Blazer. It's a very relatable reaction there by Robert. He's lost so much. Of course he would be feeling like that. And of course the Twinkies is like the only thing left in that vending machine that he actually wants, because he apparently doesn't want anything else except Twinkies. Oh my gosh. Okay, Robert. if it's doing that, y'all, there's a number of ways you can fix your dollar bills if they're not being taken. Like, like you can like take the bill and like rub it up against the corner of the machine to kind of like iron it out, to get any wrinkles out. Just there's a number of ways you can be able to kind of like flatten out the bill if it's not being taken. And he's just not even trying. I understand he's not in a good mindset. He's in a very bad place right now. But come on, if I was going through that in his position, that's exactly what I'd be doing. I'm like, come on, just doing whatever I could to flatten it out and make it more acceptable for the machine. I don't know if I'd want to do that.
Okay, bud.
Just because I'd be worried that it would set it on fire.
I'm just mad.
Yeah. I'm a little mad too.
I can't. It's not fair. Invisigal was the one who'd... And then Chase shouldn't have... Do you think he did the right thing?
This just also goes to show how much Chase actually meant to all the rest of them. The fact that all the rest of them are taking it this hard shows how much they actually did like and care about Chase. Now, I should also point that they are also putting extra blame on Invisigal here. Like, oh, what she did. And I'm like, again, do y'all not know what she was doing? That she was literally going after the Pulse to help out Robert?
I mean, I don't... It seems very not clear. Or unclear.
I think Chase knew he was the only one who could save her, and he knew the risk.
And he still took it.
So yeah, I think it was ultimately the right thing.
And that's one of the things that makes Chase the hero that he is. Don't y'all just hate that?
Feel better?
Kinda. I'll clean it up.
It's a nice moment there for Waterboy. Of course, he just takes everything out of the machine.
Hey. You've all probably heard some version of what happened. Let's get to it. Main takeaways are that Invisigal has been suspended, so we're a person down the shift, and that Chase is in the infirmary. And he's in pretty rough shape. Despite his disposition, he really likes you all. Just don't tell him I told you that. I've found doing something good always helps when I'm feeling bad. We're fortunate to have that opportunity. Something Chase never took for granted. So, let's get to work.
Just the rain on the map, the somber mood, gosh. You can just feel just how down the mood is for everything.
Hey, we've got a ton of beached whales off the coast. Could really use some help getting them back in the ocean. Upchuck's rugby team lost, and he's throwing a very toxic tantrum.
Gollum does not want to go. Okay.
I think the rain caused one of those Volta Virtue cars to short out. I think this driver's lost control.
So you'll see those right there already. Left, right, right, left. Come on. Come and get me. There we go. Probably should have sent Phenoman Punch Up on this one. We don't have enough vigor, so we'll go with the yeah, the combat. Knock him out with a chair. There we go. And max energy with both Phenomenon and Punch Up, and look at that. Him literally... This is... You know what that is? That's the Wolverine and Hulk fastball thing. That's Hulk throwing Wolverine. That's what that is. That's what that looks like to me.
Golem?
So, yeah.
Oh, Golem's face. I think he's about to mud on the high school.
Yeah, you know, I saw him pulling over a beer truck earlier. I did think that was weird.
Come on, buddy. Spit it out.
A lot of vomiting this shift.
Yeah.
Golem, I get it. I want to get face right now more than anything, but we've got a job to do, and I need all of you to just hang in there until the end of the shift. After that, you can do whatever the you want. Cool?
Cool.
Can someone please go get Golem before he does more property damage?
So, yeah. Yeah.
Oh. Hope he can walk. But, you know, if not, I need to work out today anyways.
Okay, so we've got a super down here who controls bugs. Apparently they have beef with one of our farmers using pesticides. It's getting real biblical down here.
Okay.
If there's no one else.
Oh, hold on. We have that. Gotcha. Okay. I was wanting to save Malevola to heal Golem, but we'll go ahead and do that instead, I guess.
Hate the rain. Flying's a can't see.
The streets turned into a slip and slide.
I love slip and slides, bro.
I haven't seen it come down this bad in a while.
I like it. Feels right for today.
Cool it, emo boy.
Not so tough without bees in another dimension.
Hey. The Bone Zone the wrong gang, and they're holding him hostage. Listen, I know he sucks, but he writes my checks. Can you please just rescue him?
Red Ring's coordinating strikes across Torrance. Looks like they're hitting the port next.
So it looks like the only one I can train here is either Punch Up or Flambe. If I recall, I don't really like either of Flambe's power-ups. Now, Punch Up has one that I actually find kind of interesting and useful. In fact, I'm just going to go ahead and really quick double check what they are, just to make sure. I think, is this for, no, it's not. Okay. Okay, so here are those, some of those builds. So yeah, they keep trying to update these sites, it looks like. Hold on, I'm like trying to find the one that lets me know what their power upgrades are. Where is that one? I think I picked, or I'm looking up the wrong thing. Yeah, I am. Alright, hold on. I need to include the word training in the search. Let me just double check what the upgrades are. Alright, there's sonar, flambe. So yeah, there's comet and supernova. After success, flambe will also reduce the call completion time and his travel time. But if after 2 successes he fails a third, he is downed. Succeeding twice will set flambe's combat ability to max and will remove rest time. But after a fail, his stats will drop to 1. So basically both of his upgrades have a downside to them. Now, Punch Up. No, wait, why is it? Okay, here we go. Punch Up has a couple of interesting ones. One of them is Harder Head. When he is injured, he actually receives more combat and vigor, and he reduces his rest time. So you actually almost want him to get injured because he gets more stats. But then he has another one called Squeeze In. On a call with 4 slots, or I'm sorry, less than 4 slots, Punch Up will create a slot exclusively for him to join. It's rather interesting. I like the idea that he can actually, like, add an extra slot in case you need him for something. Which on call, on a situation like this where you have a smaller roster, it's probably not a great thing. But at times, it could probably be useful on certain types of calls. So you probably need that extra boost of stats. So
somebody's got it.
Yeah, so we'll send Punch Up.
I'm running late to the airport. If I miss that flight, I'm toast.
Hi, just calling to confirm one of your Z Team heroes for our interview this afternoon to discuss the Phoenix program.
Hello. Is this thing working?
Oh, shit. Sorry.
Happy to help.
I'm sure it's excessive. Nah. Alright. So, you can create a slot exclusive for him to join, or when he's injured. Remember, he cannot be downed. When, so him getting injured is actually not a bad idea. It's actually, in fact, a good idea. We're gonna go with Harder Head.
Now is our chance to get payback. For Chase. Okay, listen, we need to play it safe. I don't want anyone else getting hurt.
I think overhype is charisma, which she has. Yes. All right. Perfect. All right. There we go.
Huh? Oh, sure.
It's like the only ones I can do right now, so.
Fine, I'll say it. What if Chase dies?
If you don't shut your mouth.
What are you on about, lad?
Phenomenon is already
Man,
coming
that's
back.
Dark. I, too, have been concerned about the suboptimal outcome.
Not talking about it won't make it go away.
I'm not sure why he came back unless it just automatically failed.
If he dies, he'll be taken care of. That I can promise.
How do you know?
I just did. Trust me.
Girl, what the even are you?
This rain is flooding our neighborhood. We need this water gone.
Useless.
There we go. All right. 3. Wow. All right. Let's see. He's rank 7. Your charisma up to 10, and then more ability for him. Oh, and apparently, wait, what? Never mind. They have the mobility to do this. Fetch the buckets.
We need backup down here. There's a mass pileup and the tanker caught fire.
Yeah.
Yep.
The room's booked, yeah?
Yeah, confirmed it this morning. We're all
Everyone is just
Like we
so
don't
down.
have enough problems.
There's no like
see all
banter or
that?
anything. Everyone is just down. The mood is just. Everyone is just so down right now. Everybody. Not sure how I missed one of those calls. Not really sure what I missed.
Okay, team. Good shift, all things considered. See you tomorrow. Hopefully with some good news.
Like, I legit don't know what call I missed there. Just everybody's mood. Everyone in the building. Everyone. Everyone's moods is just down. Also, did you notice the Kobe Bryant mouse pad he had? Ouch! Nah, he's fine. Remember, he's immune to pain. That's why he doesn't mind the big shard of glass in his arm. Beefy's so cute!
You've got a little...
Oh. Cheers, lad. Good looking out.
Hello, everyone. What's going on?
What's it look like? This dumb kicked that dumb out the f***ing door.
Okay, cool. Now that we got all of the details clear, why?
That's just a difference.
Oh, is that what just happened in the Game Awards, Annihilation? I mean, I guess we'd have to ask ourselves, is this really an indie game? I mean, look, I know that Telltale is not a company anymore, but, I mean, by every right, to me, this is still a Telltale game. And I guess because of all the years we've had Telltale with all their games and how well known they've been, I don't know, to me, like, the folks who make the Telltale games, it just doesn't feel like an indie game anymore. At least, I guess, not what I would consider an indie game. But then again, this was also the same company that had The Walking Dead win Game of the Year overall, not best indie game, best game of the year. So it's like, But I am curious though, who won it? Was it what's that game I've been hearing about? Expedition 33 or whatever it is. I haven't been looking at all the Game Awards. I've kind of just lost interest, especially when folks like Jeff Niley are hosting it, and I'm not a Jeff Niley fan at all. In fact, one of my favorite bits, one of the more amusing things about the Game Awards in recent years was when they had Statler and Waldorf there just mocking and making fun of him, which is just wonderful because those are like my favorite Muppets. But if you want to give me like a little rundown on who won what, by all means, because I've been just completely distracted and not even look at anything. Blueprints? I haven't even heard of that game. So, but if this didn't win anything, I'm going to be a little disappointed. And I'd be like, okay, who is voting for these things? Yeah. I mean, pretty much everyone was, or at least some folks I saw were thinking that Expedition 33 was going to win, like, I don't know, like every category, because apparently it was nominated in every single category. And some people were like, wait a minute, are they going to sweep the Game Awards like Return of the King did at the Oscars? I was seeing shorts on that, so it'd be a kind of a shame if this one wins absolutely nothing. I didn't see what categories they are for. But again, this is why I've stopped paying attention to all these award shows, whether it be for movies or for music or TV shows or video games. Because a lot of times, the people who vote on these things, I'm not sure they really are connected with how the rest of actual gamers out there actually feel about these things. Have you seen like the winners of some of these categories where you just look at them and you just go, what? Why did they choose that? Or, I've seen some results that are just mind-boggling over the many years. So, if this didn't win anything, then at that point I'm just like, I just can't take these results seriously. Just take any results they give out to these with a grain of salt, as in like, how seriously do you actually take those results when it comes to the Game Awards and everything. But anyways, welcome. First time Chad, welcome to my stream. Glad you could drop by. For the record, this is not my first time playing this. I've already beaten this game twice. This is I'm uploading these to my YouTube channel because I've done playthroughs of many Telltale games over the years. If you look in my bio, you'll see a link to my YouTube channel. I've been doing YouTube playthroughs for 12 years. My first ever playthrough I did on my channel was the Back to the Future Telltale game. So I have a long history with Telltale games. Again, I know it's not Telltale, technically the actual, but still, it's the same people that made Tales from the Borderlands and The Wolf Among Us, both of which I played and loved. So I was very excited about this, and in every sense of the word, this is a Telltale game. Even if it's not by name, it's still a Telltale game to me. But you're more than welcome here if you want to hang around and chat with me or chat about the game. I always love having y'all, or if you just want to lurk. Lurkers are also welcome as well.
Of opinion. I got heated, got in Golem's face, He had every right to punt me through the wall.
Right. It's a door, and I doubt you were actually in his face.
More like ankle, which made him easier to kick.
What the is going on?
I would have also loved to know if any of the of our streamer friends, like Jacksepticeye, if any of them got recognition or nominations in any categories, because they certainly deserved it. But I also love that he has said that if they do a season 2 of this, he is more than down to come back and do it again. And I hope they all are.
We want her out.
We basically took a board vote. That's why we're in the boardroom.
I abstained from voting as I am neither human nor reformed villain, nor particularly interested in this conversation. I only came in as I thought we were playing Magic the Gathering tonight. I am hoping we still may.
For the record, I have never actually participated in Magic the Gathering. I was always more of a Yu-Gi-Oh card game guy. But I do want to picture, I want to watch Phenomenon with his Magic the Gathering cards actually playing. I would love to watch that happen. Sometimes it's better just look at the rewards and the clips after the rewards. Yeah, sometimes it really is, especially depending on the show. Really? Now, that I also was curious about, because, yeah, I haven't. The only news I've seen is that the next season is going to involve Asmodan, which I'm like, really? Divinity 3 trailer? Wait, as in, like, Divinity Original Sin? As in they're doing a third game? Because if so, I'm going to be very interested in that, because I loved the second game. Oh, you mean as in like it was gory? Really? Wow. I'll have to check that out later, because yeah, the Vessel of Hatred, the trailer for the expansion Vessel of Hatred in Diablo 4, yeah, I remember that was pretty gross, pretty gory. But I mean, I'm also someone who loves and plays the Dead Space remake, and we all know how gory Dead Space can be, right? So I feel like I'm someone who's reached a point where I can handle, like my stomach is good enough to handle a good amount of gore. There may be some things, like there are some moments that can make me just kind of, gag. There's a certain moment, I won't say what it is, because it's actually a spoiler for Game of Thrones, but there is a certain scene from Game of Thrones that did make me have like a gag reflex. I didn't actually vomit or anything, but it was gross enough that it actually made me gag. Let's just say it involved it was a scene that involved the mountain. If you're familiar with the show, it also involved Pedro Pascal. That may let you know what scene I'm referring to without actually saying it. So, for anybody who's curious, though I've said before, I was so disappointed with that show that I just honestly have reached a point where I just don't really care if I do spoil anything for Game of Thrones, because I feel like it'd be saving you the trouble anyway. But anyways, that is good to know. I will certainly later tonight be looking up these trailers and such, because I feel like by the time I'm done streaming tonight, like all the trailers and everything from the award show will be up for me to just go watch. So you're giving me stuff to look forward to at the end of the stream.
Who wants her to stay?
Just me. But the team is more important than any one of us, so I won't stand in the way.
You could have led with that.
I feel the same as Golem. You all let me back in when you didn't have to. But I won't make you keep someone you want gone.
We heard about the suspension bull. It ain't enough, Robert. Not for what she did.
What exactly did she do, though, Prism? That's what I would ask you. What exactly did she do? She risked her own life to help out Robert, and Chase was the one who chose to save her. You're acting like she is the one who, like, almost forced Chase into that hospital bed. She didn't ask for that. He chose that. She didn't actually do anything so horrible that y'all feel like she has to go. What, risk her life to go get the pulse when everyone decided not to do it? That's really not as bad as you're making it out to be. It really isn't.
To put everything we've been building at risk, and for what? I like the but she gotta go.
To help him be Mecha Man again. That's part of the entire reason he's been back. I feel like they are not fully up to speed on all the details about what actually happened here. That they were only told part of the story to make it spin a little bit better on the corporate side of things. Because you know how they do that, right? They tell only part of the facts, part of the actual information of what happened to make it seem better for a certain side, not the actual entire truth. Because otherwise, this just doesn't feel very, like, legit right here. This feels like they were told half-truths, and they're now kind of going to Robert about it.
And by go, we mean cut. Just like you cut Coop.
Again, because he was forced to cut one of them. He didn't want to, and Blazer is the one who forced that choice upon him. This is what I was building up towards in the earlier episodes when I was ranting about this, about how these kind of things are built up and then forced upon you as if they feel like that you made this choice when you actually didn't. But this is something that Telltale has a history of these choices that they kind of force on you early on, and then later on they make you pay for it. Like, oh, you made this choice. Yeah, because you forced me to. I didn't want to, but you didn't give me another option.
No one here wants to say it's also her, but that's what it is.
So, of course,
You
in
cut
this
one of us
run, we are
already
going
for
to
far
defend her.
less. And why? To send a message to set a standard? Well, where's that talk now?
Look, I probably don't say this enough, but I'm proud of all of you. How far you've come. A few months ago, you wouldn't have been in a room like this discussing the needs of the Z team, and if you did, there'd be a lot more than one broken door. But I'm not cutting Invisigal. We don't kick people when they're down. We lift them up, and I believe of her what I believe of all of you, that her heart is in the right place. It's what took us from being a team to being this weird, f***ed up family. Look, you're hurting. Okay, I get it. I'm hurting. We are all hurting. Now isn't the time to cast blame. It's the time to come together and heal.
That text really upsets me right there. Like, I'm sorry, but after that really nice motivational speech he just gave, their morale goes down. What? This choice actually has an effect on the next episode. Like, a negative effect, because you chose to defend her in this moment. Even after those really nice words that he just gave, nope. Screw you is what the game says. And of course, Beef noticed that she was there and heard the whole thing. For the record, in all 3 runs, I've always defended her. But the next run we do, the second run, where we do alternate choices, I'm actually finally going to kind of go with, like, we romance Blazer and almost an anti-Invisigal run. And I'll actually go ahead and pick the cut choice to see how that affects the final episode and things going forward. There's a certain ending I have not gotten yet because I have a tendency to not go with those choices, but we'll see if I end up having those results
I can come back.
in the next
Why?
run.
First time we met, you were in your underwear. Fitting, right? Last time you see me, that I'd be in mine? I really do appreciate you defending me, but you shouldn't. Listen to your team. They don't want me here.
Courtney, look, you went in knowing the risks. What you were willing to put on the line to help me.
Exactly.
What you didn't know was what Chase was willing to put on the line for you. Because he cares about you. And he's not the only one, so please don't throw all of that away by walking away from this. From us. From me. Please.
They're right. I don't deserve anyone's forgiveness. Anyone's help, anyone's love. Because I can never repay it. Nothing I do will ever make up for what I've already done to you. I'd hoped getting the astral pulse back would help, but I couldn't even do that.
Vizzy, you don't owe anyone anything, okay? Least of all me.
I was there that night.
What are you saying?
I never ran with crews. Always did my own thing, but my asthma was getting worse, and they had an augment that could increase my lung capacity. Only catch is I'd have to work for them, paying down for years.
So in case you're wondering, I was looking to see if I could spot her back when we were doing this in the first episode. They do a very good job of never showing her. They never let you catch a glimpse of her, so this tries to be as much of a surprise as it possibly can be. At least I don't recall ever actually noticing her. I may have to take a look again in our next run, but... But yeah, of course.
Shard came to me and said I could have the whole deck cleared if I was able to do one thing. Place a bomb on the back of Mecha Man undetected.
Yeah, of course Shroud would be able to do that.
Good news, buddy. Shroud says he just wants the Astral Pulse, which we all know isn't really yours anyway.
Remember this moment right here? He was looking at Shroud, but he didn't know he was also looking at her. Yep, the bomb.
I quit the moment I placed it. I walked out before it even blew. My augments conveniently stopped working. So I signed up for the Phoenix program the next day.
Remember how we were told that she joined without or saying that she didn't want them to ask any questions as to why? Yeah, now it all starts to make sense, doesn't it? In case you're wondering, by the way, this is another of one of those Oat House granola butters. I've already shown you guys the Brookie one. This is the cookies and cream one. This is the one I, of course, was very curious about because, of course, I'm a big cookies and cream fanatic. And it's not bad. It's not amazing. I don't love it, but I don't dislike it. Which is probably more than I could say about those other ones over there, but I'm hoping that when I try them out again, that maybe I'll have a different impression of them. But like this is basically like the granola butter, but like it's a little bit more like cocoa or chocolate flavored with like white chocolate chips in there, I think. A version of it anyway. That's essentially what it's supposed to be. But yeah, in the ingredients, it's white chocolate chips, which is also made out of cane sugar, palm kernel oil, as well as brown rice syrup solids, sunflower lecithin, and vanilla extract. And it's cocoa butter and cocoa powder for the actual granola butter. But so just as this is the confirmation that cocoa butter is actually a thing that that is edible, not just something you use to have rubbed on your body like in a sauna or something.
Which gave me the chance to f your life up twice. You gonna say something?
Well, I forgive you. So there, we f***ing chill out now.
You can't forgive me?
Yes, he can.
You haven't even, like, processed what's going on.
He doesn't need to.
You did villain shit while you were a villain. Does it change things that you directed at me? No, it doesn't. That's in the past. You're not the same person that was there that night, neither am I.
It just goes to show how unused to that she is from other people. She is not used to someone like Robert just being that kind and forgiving. She's never had somebody like that in her life that could just be like that unconditional, like, I care about you to the point where I'm just like, yeah, no, I forgive you. I don't even have to think about it. Yes, I forgive you. It was quite some time ago. Things were different. You were a different person then. I'm not going to hold that against you. You can, obviously. That's your choice, but this version of this version of Robert I'm playing, he doesn't do that. That's just not him. And that's somebody that Invisigal really needs in her life because she's never had someone like that before. And yes, I am. Someone said we are raw dogging these peanut butters. Yes, I know you can spread them or blend them if you want, but I don't know. There's just something about these that makes me go, yeah, no. Feel like these are just kind of like treats that you have like just out of the jar with a spoon.
That's sweet, but I feel numb.
Hey, stop making this feel like a goodbye. Okay, you're suspended. It's temporary. I'm not letting anyone cut you.
All I wanted from this was for you to look at me the same way you look at Blazer. Even if it was just once, you know?
The funny thing is, she says that even if you have not been looking at Blazer like that, or haven't been pursuing any romantic things with Blazer, she still says it like that. And I'm just like, what are you talking about?
That'd have been enough.
I don't know what you mean by that.
Yes. You do.
It's a bit of an awkward kiss for him. She's like, just let me have this, please. And then she leaves. Good job, Beef. Good boy.
Alright, well, you boys don't stay up too late.
Yeah, that's right. You take good care of him, Beef, okay? That's just so sweet. Just as a reminder, people don't know that Chase is Trackstar. So if we did this, we would essentially be letting folks know that Chase is Trackstar. Kind of like unveiling his identity in a way. That's why she's conflicted about this. But no, we're going to have Invisigal get the credit for this. Yeah. You want to know how K. Robert is? He went to the villain bar. He went back to the villain bar without the Z team. I want to remind all of you all that in episode 5, he didn't think he'd be welcome there because he's not a villain. And yet here he is, going back to this bar by himself. That's how messed up that's how much of a bad place Robert is in right now. Because You can't tell me there aren't just regular bars just for regular folks. Like we've seen a superhero bar and we've seen a supervillain bar. This is Los Angeles. You cannot tell me there aren't bars there for just regular people. Why isn't Robert going to one of those? Probably because Robert is angry, upset, not in a good place. That's why he's going here.
I mean, I hope they all die.
I want all of you to know, the moment I heard that voice, I knew who that was. I recognize that voice. Why wouldn't I? I've played Overwatch for 10 years. I've also heard him voice a number of other characters, not just Cassidy, but others as well. So I recognized Matt Mercer's voice immediately. I don't know about y'all, but the moment I hear Matt Mercer's voice, I'm like, wait a minute. I didn't catch on what was happening here at first. It took a little bit further into the scene. But let's just say hearing that voice, I'm usually pretty good at recognizing voices. So when I recognize Matt Mercer's voice, something goes off in my brain.
I'm serious. Any dumb walking into a trap, that stupid should have the plug pulled right now. Just pillows over faces.
Oh man, have you seen what the poison does to their faces? They get all red and puffy and... God damn. Alright. Somebody's a little patient.
Remember what I said about how Robert is not in a good place right now? That's a perfect example right there. Just straight up smashed the glass, not caring that it was going to just cut up and bleed his hand. He probably wants to feel that right now with how he's feeling, what he's been going through.
I'm sorry. It's my fault. I've been distracting you.
I'd appreciate it if you changed the subject.
Would you?
I know what's going on. Kid probably lost someone there. That's why he's been staring at that shit all night. Get him a drink on me.
This one's on me.
I know this is a villain bar, but this guy is still a bartender. I would like to think he takes some pride in his job as a professional. If you have somebody bleeding on your counter, y'all, I've worked, like I work at a movie theater, and when you get a job at a movie theater and you're working at a concession stand, you have to get a food handler's license. As in, you have to go through training to know how to handle food in a kitchen environment. One of the most important things you have to learn is things like pathogens and, of course, blood. Things like that. Blood on the counter, you have to go out of your way to make sure to clean that up right away. Anyone who knows anything about healthcare, food, just like, any health laws, things like that, a health inspector, blood on a bar counter, that's a huge no-no. You gotta make sure to clean up. He's not even bothering. He's just like, yeah, I'll just get you another drink. Dude, get your rag and clean the blood. Something. Seriously. You're not even offering to hand him a rag to help clean the blood off his hand. Nothing. Just letting him bleed all over the counter.
Oh my.
Deep cover. If I only knew.
That's an interesting comment.
Cheers, fellas, to the f***ing dream. To 5 minutes with the tightest in all of LA County.
I'm sorry.
You ass? Probably not, right? End up blowing air right. What's up? You don't like...
I'm sorry. I can't stand individuals like this that talk like this, especially just so publicly. Just in such a disgusting, disrespectful manner, especially about a woman. Just that's the kind of person. I'm glad the glass him option is here because it's so tempting. It really is. Because holy mackerel, I cannot stand hearing somebody talk like this. It just drives me up a wall hearing somebody talk like this about somebody. Like behind closed doors in private, like one on one, that might be one thing. At least in that kind of setting, I can be like, "Hey, dude, not cool." But it just so outwardly and publicly is just ugh.
What's up with this guy?
Hey, I'm great at predicting things, and I can't believe he let that go.
Okay, now I don't know what he's talking about. Freckles, you mind telling me what's going on?
That's why I chose that option. The glass option, you actually see it coming a little bit sooner. The other option, you hardly see that coming until the moment it happens. And that was the moment that I realized who Matt Mercer is playing. Because I was like, why is Matt Mercer voicing this guy? And then it hit me.
I respect her. Blazer. Real superhero.
If you were going to get Matt Mercer to play somebody, it's going to be somebody important. So, of course, this is when we find out this is Shroud. Now, he obviously looks different than the picture they showed us back in episode 1, but remember, that was years ago. Elliot Connors was a very different, younger individual. We even saw the comic at the end of the previous episode, showing a glimpse of an interaction that happened between Chase, Robert's dad, and Elliot long ago. That Elliot was probably not treated very well by the rest of them. And that can do some things to an individual. So y'all, I'm just going to say this right now. If you enjoy Matt Mercer as Cassidy in Overwatch, if you enjoy hearing him as that heroic cowboy, or some of those other roles, y'all, Matt Mercer as a villain, if you've ever wanted to know what Cassidy would sound like as a villain, and I mean a dark, menacing, terrifying villain, you are in for a treat.
I know we're in a villain bar, but have some class, you know.
The Red Ring.
If you're gonna blow some brains out, non-slip mats are a must. Need some for the hideout. Feels silly calling it a hideout. Can you take care of him for me? Obviously, you two don't need an introduction.
With pleasure.
Hi, Coupe.
Your dad. Chase. Your little team of turncoats. You think you can beat the bad by being good. But there's no solving human nature. You can't stop evil. All you can do is control it.
I love the music and theme for Shroud. I just want to throw that out there. And gosh, that says a lot about his mentality and why he does what he does. Think about what he just said. There is no solving human nature. You can't stop evil. All you can do is control it. You have to think about what kind of life this man has gone through to reach that mentality. I don't want to think about the kind of messed up things he's endured or gone through to reach this point, to get to this point in his life, where this is what he believes and why he does what he does.
I believe him, boss. If he had something to say, he would have said it by now.
I thought you wanted revenge. This was your father's gun. Kept it in his locker.
I want you to remember what he says here about this gun, because we'll actually get to look at a comic that actually tells us a bit more about this little story he's about to tell about this gun.
Fully loaded. 6 shots. He couldn't have predicted I'd use it to kill him. The first bullet grazed his shoulder, and I hadn't adjusted to the adrenaline spike. The second hit his upper chest. The third burst his heart. He's lying on the floor, eyes full of fear, when I put the fourth through his face. A bit of a waste to put the fifth through that idiot's skull, but I wanted to make sure it worked after all these years.
5 shots. He had already killed him, no doubt, by the third. But he wanted to make sure he was dead. That is somebody who had quite a vengeful grudge against somebody. That he would use 5 of 6 shots. When he had no doubt already killed him by the second or third shot, he was dead. But if you use up 5 shots, that's not just, oh, I'm just trying to kill you. No, that is, I want to make sure you are dead. That says a lot about how the ill feelings that he had towards Robert's father.
Your father was the last person to touch this bullet. And now, there's a 16.5% chance it touches you next. Your invisible girlfriend stole my astral pulse to give it to you. Where the f*** is it? Mega Man. Heroes are the past. With the pulse, I'll control this city and restore balance. I'll bring order to chaos.
I don't have it. Never did.
This is why I hate luck. Runs out.
Remember that for later.
If I had it, why'd I let you string me up like a pinata? She didn't get the pulse.
You actually believe that?
I love the visual effect from his helmet when you see the eyes. It almost looks like as if, like, kind of like the Matrix. Like when you see those green lines of code going down, like you can see like he's got like this computer processor right here, and it's just processing all these things, showing him odds, all these different things. That's why he's so efficient and why he's so accurate when it comes to all these things we've been seeing since the first episode. Remember, in the first episode, he was displaying that he knew to a T how much, like, the energy the barrier and the shield had on the mech suit and all that. He's been displaying this every time we've seen him. And we get to see a bit more of a demonstration here of that. And I just love this presentation of him.
Show him. Invisible has the pulse. That I know.
Again, you can see him right there.
What I don't know is why she didn't give it to you.
Just sitting there waiting for her.
She played you too. Here I am thinking she's working with you, but she's f***ing us both. She didn't take it for you. She took it for herself.
The game just continues to push forward this idea that you can't trust Invisigal. You can't trust Invisigal. You can't trust Invisigal. It keeps pushing this. It just never stops. It just keeps shoving this in your face. Almost like forcing you to have to, like, fight against it. Right? I only bring this up because I've been seeing a lot of people who have been playing this for the first time on their channels kind of reacting, kind of like, you know, dealing with this kind of idea of like I don't know if I should trust her. No.
It's okay. She fooled me too.
Step aside here. I really want to know what it was that went through his helmet there and processed that told him the door is about to burst open. You may want to move over a little bit to the side here. Because that's exactly what happened just there. He was like focused on him, and then all of a sudden, like the computer in his head went off, and he went, "Oh, door's about to burst open. I'll step back here." Like, I love that kind of like demonstration there. Again, it doesn't spell it out for you. It's all visual storytelling there, and I love that. I just really would like to know what exactly he saw there that made him go, like, react the way, like, "Oh, okay, we're standing aside here. There's the door." This is honestly probably the best scene for Blonde Blazer in this game. Right here. We haven't really seen her in action that much.
The Blonde Blazer. I fired the bartender, but I can still get you something to drink.
Fired the bartender. Get it?
No, thank you.
And to what do I owe the pleasure?
I'm here for him. In 5 minutes, this bar will be surrounded by SDN agents, heroes, and whoever else you and your ring have pissed off recently, which happens to be every gang in Los Angeles. Now, if—
Okay, Mom! She's f***ing bluffing.
Sorry about that. If they weren't shit, you wouldn't have cut them.
First of all, I love the way she said that. "Okay, Mom!" She almost sounded like Cartman. Like, "Okay, man!" I love how she said that. That was so funny. And I think the actress has also said she really enjoyed saying that line as well. It was actually one of the lines she enjoyed saying the most, if I recall, when she was talking about this along with on Alana Pierce's stream. But I love that Shroud. All Shroud has to do is just look at her, and that just immediately makes her like, if Shroud looks at you like that, no, you back off. He doesn't have to say a word, just looks at them. I love, just want to gush about how much I love the presentation of Shroud in this episode.
You were saying?
I can see I'm outnumbered. That eventually I would fall. But by my read, I'm taking a lot of you with me. So all of you can leave now. Or half of you can die here.
Gonna go full Super Saiyan on him.
No, that's a fucking superhero. Chills. Top notch. You made them nervous. Okay, we're out of here. Take your soaked pants out the back, please. Don't want to tempt this tiger. Now's not our time, Blazer. But it's coming sooner than you think. Oh. And by my calculations, it was closer to 32%. But half sounds better.
He's right. It does sound better.
You were bluffing.
About the backup? Yeah, absolutely. About taking out half of them? I don't think I was.
We've seen how accurate he is on his predictions, so
Don't
maybe
worry.
the 32% was accurate. But yeah, probably the best scene for Blazer in this entire
Pretty
game.
bad. Are you sure he's right about Invisigal?
Yeah. I saw the footage.
What is her play? Why wouldn't she tell you if she has it? I don't understand what she would want it for unless she's trying to keep you out of the suit.
What matters is I trust her.
For the record, she actually does explain what she did to Robert later. She does give her reasons to why she did that later. Just for the record.
I think you're more optimistic than I am.
You're probably right. Just need to sit here for like a few weeks, then I'll be right as rain.
I mean, he was just tortured.
Take your time. I don't know how you're conscious.
I mean, he was just tortured by a professional assassin who cut him up pretty bad, so yeah.
See, when the pain's constant, it's easier to get used to.
Yeah.
That goes for physical and emotional.
Sometimes.
It really is nice up here. Thank you. Don't remember if I've thanked you before, but...
About 50 times. You were muttering it the whole flight.
Then I take it back.
You should know I was going to take you to the actual Hollywood sign. Not as sturdy as you...
And so this is when it starts. The true attack on LA by the Red Ring. Very widespread and very coordinated.
You're not leaving me here again. I don't blame anybody who glassed the bartender with the way he was talking. So, one episode left. I don't think... No, those are not available until the final episode. We'll have a couple more of these to look at after the last episode. Synergy. SDN understands that channels of communication should always be kept open and flexible. The open door policy provides a means by which employees can raise concerns and make suggestions. Shroud has begun his all-out attack on Los Angeles. So now it's time for us to try and really do what we can. This is what it's all been building up to. Everything in your times doing shifts, it's all been building up to this. This is the amusing part about how this episode starts. We never find out who this is, by the way. Whoever this is in this cat suit. But they also definitely customized this coffee here. Cream as well as some Jack Daniels. Although, amusingly, it's called Jack Roberts in this game. Again, no idea who this is, and they never even bothered to, like, clarify it or anything. Oh yeah, just use your foot on it. That'll make it go away. Hold on a second, guys.
Hey, TPD needs support in Wilson Park. They're dealing with multiple Red Ring suspects.
No, Steve's on that one. Go talk to him in the conference.
Oh, thank you. That's your lifesaver.
That's the true hero right there.
Report coming in from the refinery. Multiple augmented villains breaking containment.
Dispatch all available heroes in the area.
Boss, we don't have any heroes in the area.
Can you handle things here? We're overrun out there, and I just think I need to get out into the field for us to have a shot.
Go. We got you covered.
Oh, the tablet.
Keep an eye on the feed.
She gave me a tablet. We got this, man.
My typing not the best, but you look like you can use the help.
We can use whatever you can give.
Poor Galen. Just, I want to brofist too.
Oh, is this it?
What you mean is this it? You know what time it is?
Sorry.
I didn't mean it like that. Thanks for getting out of bed, or whatever you were up to.
Yeah, I think I'll need to fall asleep, so I might be just a little.
I mean, I do too, Gollum.
Are you gonna finish your sentence, big man?
I know exactly how Gollum feels.
We should have the rest of the team trickling in, so
I have felt
we'll
that
have
way
to make do
myself.
for now. Lucky for us, we got the best 3 heroes on the roster.
We all know you'd say the same about whoever was here.
If we all know, then there's no reason to point it out.
Look alive. We just gotta hold it down till the cavalry arrives.
Okay, but just so y'all know, I don't know if I'm making memories right now.
I don't know if it'd be that bad for me, but also, yeah, low morale. That's the result of us choosing not to cut Invisigal. They get low morale, which means their stats get lowered for this episode. So, again, I haven't actually made this choice yet. I imagine their stats just stay the same if we do cut her, which is... But, anyways. I ranted about that earlier. It's just
Jumping
stupid to me.
Jesus. Red Ring swarming all over the city.
First things first, yes, half the team is missing. Let's fix that immediately. Next, LA is on fire. Okay, we'll work on that. Third thing, Red Ring is oozing out of every crack in the city.
Damn, dog, that's a lot of things.
It is a lot of things, but nothing we can't handle. So, I need you guys to focus. Only gonna get worse if you don't. You with me?
I guess.
Great.
And again, it's funny that if he gets injured, he'll actually have better stats. So yeah, we only have 3, and guess what?
There's
we have
a
to send out.
suspicious
We have
package
4
outside of City
missions.
Hall. Please send someone to investigate. Bomb squad is tied up.
Red Ring just released an experiment from containment. It's a, big thing with claws.
Isn't that what we pay SDN for? We're not evacuating.
Red Ring's at Crypto Night. Doppel's out there already, but there's too many, even for him.
You're done for.
New me? It rocks.
That's all I can do. Because it's literally just the 3 of them. Alright.
Robert, see that bar on the top left? That's Torrance, or what's left of it. We need to stop the Red Ring before they wipe us off the map. All right, everyone. You should get live updates on the state of the city. Let's kick some Red Ring.
Just letting y'all know, I may end up reloading if this doesn't go fully well. For the record, I hate Doom counters like that. I hate it when they have those there. But I understand why. You know, but whatever. Anyways, ooh, that was close. Gollum is probably going to be my MVP in this episode, just letting y'all know. He is so invaluable in this episode with him being able to fill out all the slots with that spread thin upgrade. He is so helpful and useful, seriously.
not in Torrance.
Wait, someone's tracker is freaking out?
Well, do that hacking thing that you do.
$99%.
Kobe.
Kobe.
Hold on, team. I just need to narrow down the tracker's location.
This is also one of the reasons why I have unlimited attempts and the timer off for hacking.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. Crap. That's not the one I should have gone for. My bad. Alright, let me try to kind of lure it all the way up here. Alright, and then we go down here.
You've got to be kidding me.
Darn it. There we go.
Come on. Nearly there. Where's flambés? Be careful. We don't know what's going on in the refinery or what's happening to Flambe.
Well, then what the are we waiting for?
Guess what? Damn, I'm tripping so hard right now.
The mayor is refusing to listen to reason. Could you perhaps lend a hand?
Sorry I'm late. Phone was on Do Not Disturb. Anyway, what'd I miss?
Oh, not much. Just the end of the world.
Good to know. I reckon we're gonna try and put a stop to that.
Get your in gear, babe. We're putting in some mad OT.
Still worked out. Ooh, I'm getting some good rolls here. That's good.
You found me. Holy
Okay, so she's rested up. Let's just see if I can hold off.
Requesting backup. We've got several 487s at the mall. Civilians, not Red Ring.
Holy f***.
Okay.
Signals split. Can't look for them at the same time. Gotta pick one to track first.
Either Phenomenon or Sonar.
Blessings on blessings today.
We're gonna need our Bat Boy. If Red Ring got Phenomenon, he must be in bad shape. We're coming, Sonar.
Come on. Come on. I'm trying to lure it over there because we have to get it out of there. This is also another reason why I'm like not playing with the timer, because sometimes these things are not very cooperative. Okay, now it's actually doing that. Oh, that's funny. Alright, so now it's stuck. Because then you have to basically like try to make your way over here. Actually, I'm wrong. We have to go over here first.
Stay with me.
Then we have to go over here.
Got him.
There's a bomb downtown. We need someone to defuse it immediately.
Duh.
Okay, I've got sonar located. Red Ring's got him trapped by the yacht club.
We are not here to put socks on centipedes. Let's get and move on.
Oh, what's it going to be this time?
Holy shit.
This may not go well, but...
Hey, need a hand?
Busy.
Uh-huh. You've got a lot of explaining to do.
Look, up. Bad. Really, really bad. But can we please leave the being me for after we save the goddamn city?
For real?
Hey, lay off her, man. She's here to help, so just let her help.
No bullshit. We need all the help we can get. Busy. You're back in. On one condition, you survived this so we can all be you together.
No promises. It's pretty bleak out there, but I'll do my best.
That's more than enough.
Huh, that actually worked. That's funny.
Gotta keep pushing.
We need all hands on deck and our trainees are selves. Can someone help me out?
Step into the light!
A shameful report. I have been apprehended.
Quite shameful.
Holy shit. Yeah, I'm ready. Teamwork slows me down, dude.
There we go. Full
I'm
charisma.
stacking mad dubs today, baby.
Yes.
Okay, so how the did Red Ring capture you?
I had been handcuffed, and out of respect for the handcuffs, I must yield.
I also want to point out, if you'll notice, the only two that are not in low morale are Invisigal and Gollum. Remember, Gollum was the only one who was actually wanting her to stay.
Alright, gang's all here. Some of you in worse shape than others.
My pride is hurt. And so is my body.
Damn. You look like,
You just got rescued. Do not play with me right now.
God dang it. I'm sober again.
Give me 1 second. Hey, Waterboy.
I was not picking. There was a zit on the inside of
Okay,
my
okay, I
nose.
need you to do something for me.
Oh, yeah. I what? Spill something?
I need you to be a superhero.
That's not. I mean, I don't do. What if somebody spills? Mess up. I would mess up other
Everything
people.
in the city is on fire. You are the most valuable man in Los Angeles.
No. I can't. My net worth is barely.
Hey, look at me. You can.
Okay.
Great. Galen?
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Can we...
Okay.
You don't gotta keep saying it, okay, bud? Can we get the newest Z-Teamer Waterboy into the hero pool?
Absolutely. How you feeling, man?
Okay.
Hell yeah, bro. You sound okay as
Okay.
Not to fear, worry, Blazer. She said, you were, I'm here to help.
All right, man, don't hurt yourself. Glad to have you on the team.
Oh, why, if it isn't the SDN janitor?
I'm gonna get so wet.
Fantastic. Just do it near the bad guys.
That was as good as I could have probably hoped for.
The good of Jihad is using the chaos to summon their god through human sacrifice.
When it comes to, like the way it went, right? You also know. So here's the thing about Waterboy, and I probably already showed this before.
Am I ready for this?
This is one of the reasons why why it's usually a good idea to pick him first in Phenomenon, because we don't really have the chance, although it's funny like he shows us, but you'll see he can't gain XP. You can't change his stats. If you pick him first before you get to Phenomenon, at least you can also have an opportunity to change, the opportunity to actually, have that, right? By the way, you can also have him get synergy with Punch Up, I believe, so...
Get me on my jet right now. This
Stadium's on fire. We're suspecting explosives. We need backup.
I'm checking the,
The DTLA branch are all accusing each other of being Red Ring spies.
I'm checking the slots for these.
Superhero backup requested. Giant monster on the beach. It's tearing the pier apart.
New me? It rocks.
What's happening?
Together, the two of us would be unstoppable.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Serious heat out there.
I'll do what I can.
It's gonna work either way because of Golem's stats here.
You sure we don't work on commission? Half man, half bat, all freak.
Hey, showing them how we do it big top style.
Oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me.
No!
And of course now he's depressed.
You call that an explosion?
Alright.
Watch me burn.
The university's security system was triggered, and we've got students locked inside.
Left, left, right, up. Wait a minute. Oh. This way. There we go.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, that's a lot of ground to cover.
Because us, right? Oh, okay then. I see how it is.
Hey, you seen this? What is that?
Whatever it is, it sounds like more.
Hey, Z-Team. Get a load of my new friends.
Oh, no way. That can't be. Coop?
Yep, with more Red Ring backup. A lot of Red Ring backup.
Yeah.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Oh, I don't care.
For sake, Coop. Why'd you have to go and spread those wings of yours?
If we want to save this city, we need to take Coop down. Without her, the Red Ring will scramble.
Whoops. So yeah, that's the image there.
Sunblazer down here. It's time we settled this. My way.
Can only send 2. We have to locate, interrogate, and subjugate. Now, I'm tempted to try and get Malevola to heal Invisigal.
Oh, did somebody ask for Hellfire? Won't give you shit.
But
you deserve it.
That's probably not what I need for this initial one here.
Who trying to step to me?
Unfortunately, Sonar is not in the position I need him to be in. Which is to have high intel for this, unfortunately.
Come on now.
Guess what?
Now, he actually gets more intel for this, which is amusing. But then we have, like, no charisma. So we would kind of need more of this.
Let's go,
Take a good look. It'll be the last thing you see.
Red Ring's giving out tech like it's candy. There's a ton of gangs wreaking havoc down here.
We've located a second bomb, this time in the south side.
Not making any promises.
Pain and gain. That's a hell of a deal.
I'm on it. No
So-
stopping me this time.
So yeah, there's his power where he assigns himself. So, alright, fine.
Try to stay out of trouble, lad.
Roger that, Mr. Punch-Up. Sir.
Red Ring's put up a roadblock. Let's tear it down.
need some wings?
Did you know that every time the city grows, it becomes larger?
All right, Sonny. Let's show them together.
All right.
Ready, set, fire.
There we go. Very nice. And there we go.
Just give up already!
So you can keep, of course, we have to keep going after her, so. Come on, return already, return.
Although I understand there are higher priorities for SDN at this moment, Vanderstink's girlfriend is demanding a coffee from Santa Monica be brought to Vanco.
We've got another gang out here with Red Ring Tech.
Quite the odd couple.
Couple? You aren't my typical romantic companion, but I could be persuaded.
It's rules.
My money's on Blazer.
Probably me.
Besides you, Golem, you're not allowed to bet on yourself.
Ah, damn. I forgot. What level of then?
Oh, hey. That's weirdly sweet. Thanks, man.
What's the bet?
Last one left alive when all this goes straight to hell.
He got 2 points there. That's actually pretty huge. I'm just gonna go ahead and make sure he's my other intel guy right now.
On fuego.
Apparently he has another point as well. There we go. Of course, now here's the other part of the issue is then I have to wait for them to return. Keep in mind, the longer this goes on, the closer Coop will get to actually, like, wrecking more of us.
Right by the roadblocks weaken the bridge. Guess we'll just have to hold it up ourselves.
Found the distributor of the Red Ring Tech. It's Mr. Fister.
What I'm concerned about is if I send him now, it's probably going to have the slots fill and make it where we can't do that.
Hey, that Red Ring creep Smilemore took over the radio station. She's trying to brainwash the citizens.
Mental fortitude.
This is, wow. Scary.
Smilemore's pretty hot, but also creepy, which is also hot.
Christ. I thought our old commute was
No, no one's in danger, but we pay good money for this service. What else could possibly be keeping you?
What else could possibly be keeping you is what he just said. Let's see.
Hit, I'm there.
Nope.
You know best.
Am I the only one seeing this?
Alright, so she's showing me that's what that is. Okay.
New me? Rocks.
Make way for me. Finally! I was getting sick of flying over the same boring buildings. Now I've got new boring buildings to look at.
Whew, I am getting some very fortunate rolls right now. The problem is I'm also not going after Coop.
Are your augments on
right
the
now.
fritz? What the f is going on?
Time to freak some f***ers out.
Ready, set, fire.
Yikes. I'm sorry, Gollum.
The f***? Why is the neighborhood watch mobilizing against the Red Ring?
Oh. Okay.
Let's go. Oh,
Sonar
sick. I
can
visit
carry all
my
of them
old
there.
weed guy. Like after we stop all this bullshit.
But I need to make sure to go after Coop. Because if we ignore Coop and just do all these other ones, well, you'll see what's about to happen.
Everybody should step back.
Finally get the team to be a team.
Then they gotta go solo dolo when it count the most.
We're just failing slower.
That's how I feel, bro. They got us spread thin, bro. Hitting us everywhere. Can't get a win no kind of way.
You're right.
Hey, listen up. This isn't working. This is what they want. Okay, to send us to every corner of the city, spreading us thin, forcing us to travel back and forth. No more coming back to base between calls. Okay, we stay out for as long as we can.
Plan is for us to get more tired than we already are.
This is what Shroud does.
He knows our procedure, so he's predicting our moves. So, we need to switch it up, be less predictable. Z-Team, what happens today will live on and...
Alright, we get
And then, first pattern we break will be the one where we say some inspiring or try to at least.
Affirmative on that. Be careful out there, team.
Blazer, you wanna cut me? Come down here and do it yourself.
Yeah, I don't really blame her for feeling this way.
Let's lock in.
I'm really gonna enjoy this. We're just visiting from Canada. We have no part in this. Please let us off the plane.
Now we're talking.
Oh, dang. I didn't know we had it like that.
Wait, Beefcake? Didn't we fight her last week? She was the one attacking the Frigos base.
Try to stay out of trouble, lad.
Roger that, Mr. Punchup. Sir.
Let's get lucky.
Whoa! Okay, that's a lot of ground to cover.
Yikes. Whew.
Grounded? I don't think so.
Why is it still bouncing?
Watch me burn.
I sent all 4 of them because I was basically trying to get the Wolfpack perk to help get more XP for Waterboy.
You fired me. First mistake.
So yeah, that's what happens. The longer you leave Coop, or Sonar, alone, then that happens. Look at how many people just got injured. Now, of course, with Punch-Up, it's not a big deal. But with everybody else, yeah, no, that's a big deal. So first of all,
that's much better.
I use that to heal Malevola because, of course, I can use her to heal other people instead. So, whoops.
Yo, we've got a plan, but we need backup. We could actually turn this around.
So unfortunately, Malevola can only heal one at a time. So
Let's rip them up. You are about to feel so much better. And so am I.
Red Ring has attacked the Vincent Thomas Bridge and is now escaping on the USS Iowa. Need assistance in the pursuit.
Let me fry somebody, please.
Where's Sonar? I want Sonar.
predict, evade, strike. Yeah. And again, you'll notice that his stats are pretty high up.
City. Together, the two of us will be unstoppable.
Bet you say that to everybody.
Let's do it.
Take a good look. It'll be the last thing you see.
Nice. That's kind of what I was hoping for. Oh, they're bringing the Paladin back. What's the other class? I'm not surprised. I kind of had a feeling it'd be either the Paladin or the Crusader. I figured it'd be either one of the two. They haven't said? Okay, they'll probably reveal that later. But I figured it was going to be either the Paladin or the Crusader, but probably more than likely the Paladin, because the Diablo 4 devs have a tendency to appeal more to the Diablo 2 players as opposed to Diablo 3 players. So, but anyways. I could send all three, I suppose.
Gather on me, teammates.
Get smart. Oh, we have max intel here, so there we go. But thank you for the update,
Half
Annihilation.
man, half bat, all freak.
I'll definitely be looking forward to checking that out after the stream. I still need to finish my playthrough on my YouTube channel for that expansion on my druid. I just haven't.
Oh, what the is this?
All in a day's work.
I've gotcha.
Wait a second. Blazer. Slumming it with the Phoenix program.
Oh, damn, Blazer's here!
It's funny. I see you in trouble, and I just can't help myself.
Well, that's great because I'm in deep pretty much constantly.
I was not expecting to see my former lover at a time like this.
So yes, if you get to fail in this particular part of the shift, then yeah, she'll show up to help out. And as you can see, her stats are amazing. 8, 8, 7, 6, 7. They're even better than Phenomemon's. She's rank 20. Lionheart champion. Flies, she of course is another flyer. And can help, of course, put a shield to try and defend against an injury. But keep in mind, a lot of them are already injured. But we'll try and see if we can do something about that. So her age is redacted. Cute. 5'11", superhuman strength, durability, energy production, accelerated healing, flight. Petaluma, California. Manager of the SDM branch, has several brand deals and films commercials in Europe. Interesting. Okay, we got it. Whew. All right.
Sorry, love. It's nothing personal.
Nothing personal, love. All right. Well, we gotta make sure we avoid that, though. This one's a little annoying.
I can see everything.
Thank
Those
you.
poor are screwed.
Yeah, thanks, Malevla. Thanks for that. Oh, this might be one of the only ones I can actually do right here. I actually don't want her to heal him because of that buff that he gets from being injured. I could do this, though. But I'd have to swap slots between them. Although I could also do this.
Ma'am?
Okay, you have to stop calling me that.
Ma'am?
Yeah, that's gonna leave a mark. Good.
Good. What's funny is if you, is that,
Red Ring stole one of our news copters. They're firing down at civilians.
Jesus Christ, take that copter out now.
In regards to that news, like, the Paladin is actually one of the classes I have played the least when it comes to Diablo 2, the remake, anyway. Even with the modded version I have, I've hardly played the Paladin class that much. I just didn't have much of an interest. It's not like I didn't have any interest, because I have played the Crusader and I enjoyed it in Diablo 3. But the other classes in D2 I was just more interested in playing. And I haven't really found any mods for the Paladin class in D2 Resurrected that made me go like, oh yeah, I want to play more of this. That's just me, though. Chase, tank, pinpoint, an appropriate location. Okay.
High risk, high reward.
Still on my feet.
That's kind of a waste, honestly. Because Sonar is just going to carry them.
Cross your fingers.
Yes! I've always wanted a helicopter.
I've always wanted to fight a helicopter. Stop. Yes. Very nice.
We might just pull this off.
Come on, you heard the man. One last push.
Listen how fired up Flambe
I expect the
is.
key to the goddamn city after this.
All gas, no brakes, baby.
Like, I'm sort of making a pun, but again, just listen to how fired up he is. Come on, guys! One last push! Let's do it! Let's go! He is so, like, ready, like, to win right now. He is, like, absolutely into it. I love that. I just love that. That's probably one of my favorite moments from Flambe in this entire game. Just hearing him so eager to actually get the win here. What do I want from him right now? Yeah, probably more intellect, actually.
Where's Sonar? I want Sonar.
So you'll see, give her everything you've got. We do this, we win. Very nice.
Time to freak some f***ers out.
The Red Ring has overwhelmed me. I need immediate assistance.
Am I the only one seeing this?
Oh, what's it going to be this time?
Nothing beats the original, but this will have to do. Not my tempo.
I got this.
Pain and gain. Alright. That's a hell of a deal.
Last chance to call it.
Oh my gosh.
If you are sure, I'm willing.
There you
Call
go.
me a BOGO.
Her duplicating, like Blazer? Yeah, no, that's a win right there.
You just don't know when to quit, do you?
Defuse the bomb, huh? Okay.
Keep 'em coming.
We'll send him just because he can't be downed.
Gotta go.
Invisigal's on her way back to SDN.
Okay, copy that. We'll make do.
So yeah, Invisigal leaves. As in, like, she leaves the
Wait.
lineup.
What?
The first time I did this, it really threw me off. I was like, wait, what? Wait a minute.
I hate this.
As do I. And then it's like, oh, wait.
Huh. It's a path.
Interesting.
Ha! Can't follow me here, can you? Hang on. Something's wrong with my controls.
Yeah. Now all of a sudden the controls go backwards. So now I have to do this backwards, literally. You'll even see here, if I press down,
Almost.
I have to press up. I literally have to do all this backwards now. It's very clever.
Good night, brain dead.
All those augments for nothing?
Pretty much. You'll see how long this is taking, by the way.
Their plan is to attack the Torrance branch directly.
Isn't always the blue wire? Run it to the ocean. Yeah, that's bad. Because he can't run very far. He doesn't have the mobility. But again, he can't be
What
downed.
a pathetic display.
He can't be downed. It's only concerning if you actually, like, have that very low. Because, yeah, if that goes to 0 before you beat Coop, then yeah. It's game over, man. Game over.
Help! The delivery bots are back and they've been modded.
this from me.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did.
Guess what?
Whoops. There we go. She heals up Gollum.
Ugh, I hate that part of town. And all parts of all other towns also.
Ready, set, fire.
Everybody should step back.
As you can see, it was literally the whole thing for the final attack on Coop.
Grounded.
Hey, great work, team. A couple more calls and we're...
It's not over yet, though.
Not good, bro.
Critical systems are down. Please evacuate the building. This is not a drill.
Backup generator?
Should already be on.
Chase.
Sorry, Beef will take care of him.
Take care of him.
He'll protect him. He's a good boy.
I trusted you, Vizzy. You were wrong for this. I defended for you.
Put me down! I didn't do anything!
No! No! I caught you! I caught you red-handed.
You think I'd let you catch me if I was doing that? Use your head!
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hey, come on. Roy, let her go, man.
No, brother. She ain't going nowhere. She tried to steal your mech suits.
Oh, off!
It break my heart, brother. But Vizzy is a traitor. She played all of us.
That's not what I was doing. I'm trying to help you.
I feel like Royd jumped to conclusions really quick here. It just feels like he's been like one of the more kind of like cool, chill guys this entire time, and he just immediately jumped to the conclusion that no, she's a traitor, she betrayed us. I'm like, are you sure about that, or is that how it looked? Because how it looked and what was actually happening are two different things.
I trusted you. Never again.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Never again, huh? Really?
Holy Is that the real?
She bring the keys to steal the car, but I stop her.
You idiots! You need me!
You brought the Astropulse. You already do enough.
You don't know what's coming.
What are you talking about?
She bring them here.
I'm pretty sure she didn't need to. This is Shroud. This is Shroud we're talking about. Also, Coop. Coop knows where we are. It's not like they don't know where we are. I mean, Invisigal didn't have to bring them. Coop knows where we are. She can absolutely be like, yeah, no, I know where they are. Let's go.
We under attack. Watch her. Don't get the power back.
It's just, once again, what I've been saying earlier about how the game just keeps hammering this idea that you can't trust Invisigal, that it's all Invisigal, that this is all her doing, that she's behind all this, that it just keeps throwing this at you constantly to the point where now Royd is just feeling very out of character here.
You need my help.
You helped enough. I going.
No, wait. Call in the Z team. They're ready to handle something like this.
That's not gonna work. They have jammers up. You're not gonna be able to call out or call in. That's why this place isn't already swarming with heroes.
You sure know a lot about the plan for someone not involved.
Look, they tried to recruit me. Of course they did. But I said no.
Bullshit. Watch her. I go get the power back on. I moved their Mecha Man suit to the rec room. Here. Take this.
We're fighting the Red Ring, Royd. I'm not walking home from yoga.
All I got, brother. Hey, don't listen to her kind of bullshit, okay? You keep her tied up.
For the record, those don't tickle. Okay, I had one. I used to carry one on me when I was walking just from outside of the store I worked at to my car in the parking lot. And I wouldn't do that just for myself. I'd also do that for some of my female coworkers when we closed the store and we're all leaving for the night. I would walk them to their cars with that in hand, ready to go, because you never know. And trust me, the one I had didn't tickle. That thing did maybe 10,000 volts. You get hit by one of those, you're probably out. They were not they didn't just do ooh, that tickled. No, it was it legit was, yeah. So I'm not gonna shrug off what he just gave Robert, because one of those things can really get the job done. If you're wondering why I had one of those.
I got some pepper spray you can borrow if that's not enough.
If you're wondering why I had one of those, my dad gave one to me and one to my mom, because you never know, right? The guy in the cat suit was getting taken prisoner. You see that? The guy who gave us the coffee at the beginning.
All right, untie me. What? Why are you looking?
You didn't lie to me, but you didn't tell me the truth.
I'd love to sit here and explain it all to you, but a pile of Red Ring are streaming into the building right now.
I just don't understand why you wouldn't tell me.
I was worried Shroud would come after you.
Well, he did.
So if I gave it to you, he'd have the pulse right now. I was trying to protect you.
Yeah. Well, the internal bleeding I've got from your old boss isn't making me feel all that protected right now.
Thumbstick.
What?
It's his name, because he sticks you with... They're all idiots, Robert, but they're dangerous. I'm not around. Untie me. He looks stupid, but he is a killer. You don't have powers. You need my help. Just let me help. Please.
All right.
What are you...
I'm looking for something to cut you loose, but his toolboxes are locked.
What did he do that for?
Oh, I wonder, Vizzy. Why would he lock up his tools around invisible criminal thieves?
Robert!
Oh, great. Good.
Are we in kindergarten?
Look, if it's the only thing you have around, and yeah, I mean, like he said, it's of course, you can turn invisible. Of course he would lock up his tools. I will admit, that moment creeped me out because the way he's standing there at the end of the hallway, it almost makes him look like he's one of those... He almost looks like as if he's one of those killers in a horror movie where you look down and all of a sudden you see him standing there ready to catch you. With his... I don't know who to compare him to in that moment, but the way they shot that where he's just standing there at the hall with his things ready to find you and cut you to pieces or whatever he wants to do. That's a terrifying shot, honestly. And then this happens.
What was that?
Hold it in, dude. Hold it in. All right, fuck. Come on. Come on. Damn it, come on. Why would you even need the keycard for this stupid
Apparently, you are required to have a keycard just to go into the bathroom. That is rather amusing to me. What if you forget your keycard at your desk and you have to go to the bathroom and you're like, oh crap, I forgot my keycard!
I hate this place. God, come on, open it. Come on. Alright, f it. Okay.
Look, when you gotta go, you gotta go. When you're desperate enough, you gotta go.
Oh, thank you.
I will say, that feeling is very relatable, that feeling of relief, like, oh my gosh. When you're feeling that much pain because you really have to go and you, like, literally can't hold it anymore, and then you finally are able to, and it's just, like a full-on relief, like, oh, like, how he's sounding, that's, like, legit. That's legit real right there.
Oh, God, thank you. Really big brother.
Ugh. Just goes all over.
Hey, nice job. Nice job.
Ugh.
Why are his nuts out?
Oh, thought that was normal. You mind helping him?
Why would you crinkle cut your or your zipper if you don't have... What are you asking me?
Can you just put his away? Feels like the dignified thing to do.
Dignified for who?
I know the guy a little, and it's bad enough he's unconscious.
No,
No, absolutely not.
No.
No way.
No.
Really?
And what part
Yes,
of not
really.
wanting to touch this man's do you think I'm unsure about?
Fine, Jesus. That's disgusting.
Doesn't even bother me.
It's like, you know what? Sure. That doesn't bother me as much as what that doing
All
the
right,
other one would have.
Go get your suit.
Wait, shouldn't we stick together?
I hate it when she does that.
So, are y'all ready to see the new and improved Mecha Man suit? I want that guy's name to be Scimitar, you know? It's Wing Zero! No, seriously, this now looks like a freaking Gundam. And I love it!
Oh, this is the premium package.
Roy, you really outdid yourself.
The man is Mecha again. Just like riding a bike, huh?
This is great. Obviously, the suit
Really,
doesn't work
dude?
without the astral pulse.
The door was open, you still had to crash through the glass window, really?
So it is really nice of you to bring it to us. Your dad would be so proud of you if he wasn't dead. 'Cause Shroud killed him.
Okay, dude. It's just getting kind of like, you know, it's just kind of like, yeah, okay, whatever. I get it. You want to keep rubbing it in. Like, come on, man. Come up with some new material.
Like he's gonna kill you. And all your friends.
And break their f***ing arms!
So, yeah.
Right. Sure. We can break all their arms right before we kill them. Super weird crime scene. Or just give us the pulse and we'll let you live.
With broken f***ing arms.
Of course.
Both arms. Each one gets broken.
Everyone gets it, okay? We see the casts. You're making it weird.
I should have dropped you on your head when I had the chance.
Oh, is that what your mom did? To you when you were a baby? And that's why you're like this? Stupid idiot. Crazy, right? It's like real big, but super quiet. So cool.
So f***ing cool!
You know, this is not really the first time I've seen a mech kind of like this. I don't remember where I've seen something similar to this, where I've seen it from. But I will also say the two arms in the front as well. That's interesting. But I guess Shroud thinks from an efficiency standpoint, which I don't blame him. I kind of embrace that kind of mentality as well. It's not about like how it's supposed to look, but about efficiency.
Your dad said he'd help me build a mech if I helped him build the Astral Pulse. Just another promise he didn't come through on.
That's what this is all about? You needed it to power your stupid spider sh**?
It's not stupid.
That's the one moment Toxic has been like, hey, it's not stupid. I think it's cool. It's not stupid. That's the one time we got to Toxic and kind of broke that, like, aura he's been kind of getting off on, you know?
Come on, kid. Using the pulse to power a mech is like plugging your cell phone into a nuclear reactor. No. I'm gonna use the pulse to change the world.
Hey, can we just skip this part? I don't need to know what you would have done if I didn't stop you.
Which I'm about to do.
Oh, they don't like that.
So, remember the Gundam comparison I made before? Let's just say it's time for a mech fight.
You alright, brother? Are you trying yet? Or is this just a warm-up round? Slick paint job. Still got that new car shine. You were late. My calculations had you showing up 30 seconds ago.
Sorry to disappoint.
I can't tell you how boring life is without surprises.
Well, then it's a good thing I can't even predict what these idiots are gonna do.
The cavalry has arrived.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Doesn't matter if I'm fighting one or all of you. The outcome is the same.
Water boy with the body slam.
Are you the best SDN has to offer?
Big Blazer!
Too slow.
I hope my saving you from collision was appropriate.
It was phenomenal.
You know, I definitely had that.
Oh, great. Well, I'll just go then.
We never finished our dance, Mecha Man.
Actually, I got the guy for you.
Wow, you really think this little f***ing Lucky Charm is a match for me?
He's got a special move.
See ya.
Just for you.
Where'd you come from? I see you.
Launched him back to his own planet.
This isn't working. He knows our next move before we do.
Hi, Coop.
I've never been more insulted in my life. You fire me, a literal assassin, for some moronic bum bat boy? He shits in the parking lot. Did you know that? Ask the cleaners how much guano they come across.
Yeah.
Being a professional yourself, you should know. It wasn't personal.
Well, it's personal for me.
Coupe! Stop!
You're not the boss of me, bitch, so you don't get to tell me who and who not to murder anymore.
Hey, we're your friends. Please, this isn't you. Help us stop Shroud and earn your spot back on the Z team.
That's where you're wrong. I thought I had friends, but you made me realize I never actually did. So now, I'm just doing what's right for me. Z-Team. What a stupid name.
For the record, this whole sequence on the other side, if you fire sonar, I actually sort of like a bit more in different ways. So, obviously I will show this when we do another run of this. But let's just say sonar has at least one quote from this sequence that I really like more so than right here, than from Coop. It actually makes more sense, though, with Coop here, with her being like more villainous here than sonar. But I will say the sonar encounter here has some really cool shots. And yeah, sonar does have some good lines during this whole sequence here. But this honestly feels like a more fitting encounter with Coop as a villain.
Those wings of hers are a problem. I'll try to get you an opening.
She's just blinding everybody. One of my favorite parts of the entire game right there.
Calm down. It was your weak hand. You can still.
Oh, maybe if you grip it with the 7 one and hold it with. Yeah, you know what? Fair enough.
Wait.
No!
Shroud's got a new suit now? What the f? How long was I out?
Blazer?
Hey, Mandy.
You're not the only one who wasn't born with powers. My powers come from that amulet.
Holy look at you.
Oh, look at you.
And look at you, Chase.
Yeah, look at me. No, look out.
No. Blazer always did have a soft spot for helpless losers.
Off. Now it's time to enjoy watching the Z team in action. And of course the music gets going. Supernova.
I'm going to make love to you now.
So Gollum is an earthbender, apparently. Makes sense, though. Finish him! I gotta do it. Get over here! It would have been so cool if Robert had actually said it.
We them in the face.
Can you believe it?
That's what I'm talking about, brother.
That's it? Let's go again. Anybody want to go again?
Yeah.
You alive? Nice.
You too. Nice. New, look.
Why? What happened? I still look good, right?
Long.
You're like a French soccer player who's going through something.
Stop!
No. Track star. Well, that is a surprise.
Please, Elliot, put him down.
Oh, this fat like this.
I should remind all of you that it's actually, I mean, it's obviously the first time they've actually said his name. But remember, they showed a picture of him and gave us his actual real name in the first episode. So we knew that this was Elliot. They literally showed a picture of him and his name in the first episode. But it also makes sense that Chase would be the one. Remember, they used to work together. They know each other. So, of course, Chase would be the one to be like, Elliot. The one who doesn't call him Shroud, but instead calls him by his actual name. Because he knows him.
Why is everyone so tense? Don't worry. I'm not gonna drop him. Because Track Blondie there'll just swoop in and catch him anyway. So yeah, no. If I'm killing this dog, I'm gonna be sure he dies.
Know this. If you hurt him, you will die.
No So, why don't you, and only you, Robert, fly your father's suit up here and give me my f***ing astral pulse? Oh, and if the rest of you could surrender, that'd be helpful.
Sorry, my nostrils are really bothering me tonight.
There he is. So predictable. I knew this little sloppy guy is your weakness. I knew you'd fall for... what is it you call her? Invisigal. That she'd steal that soft heart of yours like everything else she's robbed. That's why we planted her here. Yeah, she works for us too. She gets 2 paychecks for the same job. Look at her. Oh, she's embarrassed. So, all that to say, there isn't a thing you can do that I haven't modeled out. And once I have the pulse, I won't need to predict. I'll just know. So don't around, Robert. Not right now.
Again, I just want to praise and gush about Matt Mercer's voice acting as Shroud in this game. Oh my gosh. He sounds so menacing. And so terrifying. I just love Matt Mercer as a villain. I love him as Cassidy in Overwatch, don't get me wrong. But y'all, this is probably what Cassie would sound like if he went full villain. Because, oh my gosh, Matt Mercer has such a good, is so good at his job. Oh my gosh.
Same time, I just want a fair exchange.
Just don't be an idiot and try to give me a prototype. I'm a bad person, but I'm a man of my word. Give me my pulse, and no harm will come to your stupid dog. You all hear that? I've been through all the game theory on this moment 1,000 times. I'm not steps ahead, I'm miles. So, don't f***ing test me.
Sure. Here you go.
What the fuck is this, Robert?
You said you wanted the Astropulse. I gave it to you. One of those is it.
They look fucking identical, Robert.
Look, you're right. I can't outsmart you. Because, you know what? I'm not a smart guy. So, the only way to keep you from knowing what I'm doing is to not have any idea what I'm doing. Which is how I feel all the time. But I trust my gut and I take my best guess. Just like you used to do. Before you plugged all those f***ing Christmas lights into your head. Before you were afraid to make your own decisions, Elliot.
Maybe we wait till we get home?
Shut the fuck up! That was worth the wait. You feel that, you f***ing f***s? I told you! I f***ing told you, Clouds! You feel the power? I see it now. I can see it all.
They don't explain this, but I would love to know how exactly his thing functions. Like, from a world perspective, like, building perspective and character perspective, I'd love to know what exactly it is in him, in his head and such, that he is powering. What exactly is it that he is, like, trying to empower and power up? This whole system of being able to make extremely accurate predictions, and him saying things like, I won't just be able to predict, I'll just know. It's a very fascinating idea to me. Like, I just would I would love to go to, I don't know, one of the developers or writers and go to them and be like, could you explain to me how Shroud, like, how his whole thing works? Like, what exactly is it that he is seeing? And what exactly is that he has going through his mind that is allowing him to see all these things? And the difference, what exactly is it, the difference that he is seeing compared to what it was like before he put that astral pulse in, and now? Where he is now being able to, like, see, like, as he says, everything. Where he can basically see all the possibilities. Like, are we talking about, like, I don't think this makes him, like, omnipotent or anything, like a god. He's basically still just, like, immensely powered computer. Remember, earlier he said plugging the astral pulse, or using the pulse to power a mech, which is what Roberts were doing, was the equivalent of plugging your cell phone into a nuclear reactor. Which is a very interesting comparison. So, rather than having it power, say, his mech that he was using, that spider mech thing, he instead wants it to power him, or whatever it is that he's empowering within inside him, as Robert called it, a bunch of Christmas lights in his head. Because apparently Elliot reached a point where he didn't want to have to make choices, or he didn't want to have to predict, or he didn't want to have to risk making a bad choice. He basically just wanted the cheat codes or the walkthroughs to be like to tell him all the correct answers to everything, where he was afraid to make a choice, as Robert put it. And this also makes me think, I wonder if this was the developer's way of maybe jabbing a bit. Maybe that's the wrong word, but basically like referring to players who at times feel reluctant to make choices, which is very much what Telltale Games is about. Making choices. That's why we've been doing this entire time. We've been making choices and decisions. Because sometimes you gotta make a choice. You gotta make a decision. Sometimes you can't just, know exactly what the answers are. Sometimes you just have to take a guess. But some people don't want to do that. Some people are afraid to make the guess. Some people are reluctant to have to make a choice. They want to just either know or not have to make a choice. Now, it's going to depend on who you're talking about, of course. But this is one of the reasons why I find Shroud to be a very fascinating character. And I'm not just talking about the guy with the mask. I'm also talking about Elliot, the guy behind the mask. I really want to know more about his story. What led him to this path? I mean, because he's been saying things about how he would use the pulse to change the world. He wanted to use the pulse to restore order, to bring balance, to help bring order to the chaos. And I find myself wondering what happened to him that made him want to pursue this. To use the pulse to basically know all the answers and not have to do any predictions, just simply know everything so he could be able to stop human nature. Remember what he said before. You can't solve human nature. You can't stop evil. All you can do is control it. And this is why he wanted the pulse so bad. Because he believes with the pulse powering whatever system he used to literally predict or even know everything, he can do that. He can find a way to bring order and control all evil, to control everything, to bring order. It's a very interesting and fascinating topic and discussion, I find, when it comes to talking about or looking into Shroud's character. I wonder how much Matt Mercer has also. I would like to think that Matt Mercer, being someone who also plays, with Critical Role, and from a D&D perspective, how much he was involved in the creation of Shroud as a character. Like from a character building perspective, because of course whenever you do a D&D session, you like to create and flesh out your characters, right? How much was he involved in fleshing out Shroud's character? I would love to know that. I hope there was an interview with Matt Mercer. I haven't seen it yet, but I hope there was an interview with Matt Mercer got very involved where he really wanted to add this kind of interesting complexity to Shroud. I find him very interesting. Is he sympathetic or anything? No, probably not. I mean, after all, this was a man who said he was literally ready to kill a dog. And I know sometimes we play up as if that's the worst possible thing you could do, but this is somebody who's also straight up either tortured or even murdered other people without hesitation. So, but I still find him very, very interesting.
It's all there. Every permutation. Every...
Uh-oh. Just a hunch, but I'm starting to think that you guessed wrong.
No, it's just...
Looks like you made the wrong choice, Shroud. And as you can see, it affects all of his people with all of the augments.
This can't be.
Someone has to clean it up, right?
You son of a...
Don't be mad. You lost. It happens.
Sorry, kid. We both lose.
The 6th bullet. She took a bullet for him.
I guess I can still be surprised.
I love the reflection in the water there, by the way. I know she has a bullet in her shoulder, but if I was him, I'd be giving her like the biggest and tightest hug right now, just to thank her for saving his life and Beef's life. Like not even like a kiss, just a hug, just to, for one thing, to hold her up, because I'm sure she's struggling, like you just saw. But he needs to be giving her the biggest hug. Now, let me once again kind of explain my decision there, my choice, because I'm sure some of y'all are like, why didn't you kill him? Remember, Chase asked us earlier, would we kill Shroud? And I made the comparison. I talked about how there are certain heroes that just choose not to go past that line. Now, it also depends on which version. I talked about this in terms of the different versions of Batman. And it was kind of leading up to this moment. I know that the decision, the controversial decision over the years, especially from the Kevin Conroy Batman, to say spare the Joker time and time again, constantly comes up over and over. After all, it's one of the biggest reasons why the Injustice story happens. The whole justification of, well, if you had just simply killed the Joker in the first place, none of these other horrible things would have happened. That may be, but we also don't know what else would have happened instead. Just because one thing is, if there's anything, some other things we've learned is that even if you change one thing, it doesn't mean all these other things don't happen. Something else will usually happen instead as a result of that. One of my favorite movies that actually displays this is the movie Frequency. It stars Jim Caviezel and Dennis Quaid, in case y'all have never seen it. It came out in 2000, 25 years ago, actually. It's a really good movie, in my opinion. That involves a very interesting version of not necessarily time travel, but communication with somebody in a different time period, and how just communicating in that regard and how you can change one thing changes a whole number of things. But just because one bad thing doesn't happen doesn't mean other bad things don't happen. Now, I'm not saying that us sparing Shroud is somehow going to prevent bad things from happening, but let's just say, for one thing, I talked about how I find him to be a very interesting villain and character. I'm wondering if, because I spared him, if he's going to come back and play a role again in another season. If they do, and I really hope they do. I really want another season of this. Because I actually want Elliot to still be around. I would like, the thing I thought about, I would love a scene where Robert goes to visit Shroud in prison and talk with him. Because how often has he had that opportunity to go talk with him? It reminds me of some other scenes, some other shows or movies. Like, for example, for those of you who have seen the CW Flash show, when they capture Reverse Flash and they put him in their prison that they have there at Stars Labs, the opportunity that Barry Allen has to go to him and talk to him face to face while he's in the cell about why he killed his mother. Scenes like that. And I could just see Robert going to him, wanting to know more answers from him about what it was that happened between him and his father that led him down this path. And then, of course, there's that other thing of Robert probably... Hello, Miss Echo. Hello, how are you? Oh, thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream? How were your games? I imagine you were, participating either in the in Stadium or maybe even the arcade modes. Which, by the way, I did test. Finally, those arcade modes are fixed in case you want to get your cookies in Overwatch. Oh, really? You were co-streaming the Game Awards. Gotcha. I was not really paying attention, but I did have somebody else earlier visit me in chat and kind of give me a couple of updates about some things, partly because of this game that I'm streaming, Dispatch. We're at the end of episode 8, by the way, and they wanted to let me know that they actually didn't win the award for best indie game. They also told me the news about Diablo 4, which I am very interested in. In fact, when I'm done streaming, I may go head on over to Diablo 4 and try out, because apparently the Paladin class is available today. Okay, I may have to go check that out myself. But Raiders, welcome in. Jax, hello. Welcome in, everybody. For those of you who don't know, I am PapaNeeks. I have been doing gaming playthroughs for 12 years now on YouTube. You can find the link to my YouTube channel in my about or bios here on my Twitch. And I stream a variety of games from World of Warcraft to Overwatch to other like Middle-earth Shadow of War or a game like Dispatch, for example. So I really do appreciate all of you coming in. I appreciate Miss Echo for entrusting all of you with me. So I welcome all of you in. I don't know if any of y'all are familiar with this, or if you're familiar with the old Telltale games, but this is basically made by the same people. In the Invincible? Oh, wow, really? I've not gotten around to watching Invincible, but I've seen various clips here and there. I know a lot of people are really into it, but I haven't really actually watched the show yet. And yeah, I did hear about a new Divinity game, and I do like Divinity Original Sin 2, so I'm very interested in that. I also heard the trailer was very gory and disgusting. So I'm going to be looking up all these things once the stream is over, because I haven't had a chance to see any of those things. I'm going to be looking them up after the stream is over. Yeah. So, and if you guys ever saw the trailer for the Vessel of Hatred expansion for Diablo 4, that was also pretty gross and gory because it literally showed like the arms being split open and such. It was very gross. But then again, I'm somebody who's also played Dead Space, so let's just say I feel like I can handle gore a pretty good decent amount. So I doubt it's going to be making me like vomit or gag, but who knows? We'll see. Well, I did see that Flats won the award for Best Marvel Rival Streamer at the recent Streamer Awards, so, grats to him. I didn't know they were having another one of those for the Gamer Awards. And yeah, I've messed around with Divinity Original Sin 2 from time to time, mainly when it comes to mods and such. So... But yeah, if you guys haven't played Divinity Original Sin 2, I mean, if you like Baldur's Gate, I mean, it's the same company. If you like Baldur's Gate 3, you'll like Divinity Original Sin 2. It's really good. And in case you're curious, especially as we're waiting for Divinity 3, I highly recommend Divinity Original Sin 2. It's a really, really good game. And the modding community, there's tons of mods for it. There's a ton of mods for it. So if you like modding your games, I definitely recommend that one as well. I do. Yeah, okay. I can understand that with your eye condition. I can understand that, Miss Echo. But and in regards to I mean, look, how many other like rival streamers also stream Overwatch? Just because I'm so sick of this whole if you stream one, you can't stream the other. I have streamed both Overwatch and Marvel Rivals. I don't have to choose one or the other. I like both games. I'm tempted to check it out. Well, I can't check it out tonight because I think the update for the new half season that includes Rogue as a new tank, I think that's going to be later tonight at like 4 a.m. That's kind of like when they update Marvel Rivals for the new season content and patch. So I'm probably going to have to wait till tomorrow to check that out. But I'm very interested in checking out the new season and a half, or mid-season update, I guess I could call it, for Rivals, because Rogue looks like a very fun tank to play. So I'm very interested in returning to Rivals to try out Rogue. But just because I go back to Rivals doesn't mean I abandon Overwatch. That's not going to happen, we don't have to choose one or the other. We can like both. I don't care what the internet says. You are allowed to like both. I say the internet kind of like how TB, Total Biscuit, used to say that. The internet. And yeah, if you ever, I don't know, you can always like have a friend play or stream it, and if you want to just check it out. And of course, there's other videos if you want to. There's tons of YouTube videos of the game out in case you ever wanted to check it out on YouTube instead of having to play it yourself if you can't. There's plenty of ways to do that. So, but you guys actually caught me in the midst of talking about my decision to spare the main villain of this game because I had the choice to either spare him or kill him, and basically. I have my version of Robert here, kind of going down the route of what I call the Kevin Conroy Batman, and I say that because that's basically the version of Batman that I grew up with. There's different versions. There's the Michael Keaton Batman and like the Ben Affleck Batman, who had no hesitation on killing people. Not really, but then you had like the Kevin Conroy Batman, who was the voice of the Batman from the animated series, along with the Arkham video games. And that was the one who refused to kill anyone, including the Joker, or even Ra's al Ghul. He even in Arkham City says to Ra's, "I will never kill Ra's, not even you." It was a line he refused to cross. He believed that was something that he could never cross. And one of the reasons why, and I love this line, it's from a movie called Under the Red Hood, really exploring the story about what happened to Jason Todd, one of the Robins who gets killed by the Joker. He says something along the lines of, if I was to cross that line, I could never go back. Once that line is crossed for me, I could never just undo it. I wouldn't be able to stop myself. Because once I do it once, there's nothing to hold me back from now on. And I kind of feel like that's kind of the route that I kind of wanted to take with this version of Robert. Now, that'll be different when we play through this again and we do the alternate choices, because that's, of course, part of the fun of doing these Telltale games, is playing through it more than once and doing alternate choices to see all the different results here. And I'm also curious about an upcoming choice, if it's going to allow me or if it's going to take the choice away. But you guys showed up just after like the whole big fight and conflict with the enemy forces. Like, we are literally doing the cleanup and kind of wrapping things up here. But I very much do appreciate you guys being here, though.
You look like hemorrhage.
Be that as it may, you did get shot by a gun. Hospital check is pretty customary after that.
It didn't hit anything. Bullet went straight through.
Yeah, about that. Quick hero lesson. When you jump in front of a bullet, you're supposed to actually stop it. You know, it's kind of the whole point.
Who's the top dog now? I think some would even say hot dog. Hot dog over here, finally pulling her weight.
The is this?
Maybe you should let a nice moment be nice every now and then.
Okay. Hey, chill out.
If you were to ask me how to describe this game for you, the best way I could describe it is, imagine a TV show you're enjoying watching, but you get to make choices that actually affect how the show goes, like from episode to episode. Because there's 8 episodes here. And of course, you actually get to see like percentages, like how many of the people who played this game, the percentage of made the choice that you did compared to others who didn't. It's a very fun idea of like you get to determine how the story goes based on your choices, like a choose your own adventure game, but in a video game format here, and in basically a TV show format.
Are you okay? Do you need it?
This is just a precaution.
Look, all of this was a real
cluster
Joe. Actually, I was gonna say poop show, but I'm trying to sound like less of a dork.
It's already working.
I hope the fact that I've always rooted for you makes up for ever doubting you.
It does.
I don't blame you. I mean, look how untrustworthy she looks.
There's always a home for you here, Courtney.
I appreciate that.
So, here we are. You want me to wait with you?
That's... come on. Not necessary. Go. Celebrate with your team.
It's the polite thing to do.
Good night.
Yeah. It was, wasn't it?
Told you to believe me.
Yeah, I f***ed up.
Yeah, you did. But I forgive you.
Well, I will not forgive myself.
Oh, and you shouldn't, obviously. Oh, you got something on your...
Oh, is it blood? I'm a bleeder.
No back to Robert. You lock that down, Robert, because it's never going to happen again.
She's still there.
Flip-flop baby, like, it's never gonna happen again.
Take care of her. Let me know if it's serious.
I will.
I love seeing other random heroes just helping.
For Robert. Something I would never do.
It was a targeted attack by Shroud and those miserable, jerks, the Red Ring.
There's a story out there that Shroud was captured by not a superhero, but an SDN dispatcher. Care to comment?
Got him. That was funny because he doesn't talk much. I see you. That was good. Wait, what was the...
There's a story out that...
Oh, yeah. I can confirm this story is true. I cannot confirm who this individual is. I can confirm he's a bad... Oh, can I not cuss?
It's fine. We can bleep it out.
Well, that's the only reason I'm talking. Point the camera over... These are the real heroes, right?
What's funny is she just said, "Oh, it's okay, we can bleep it out." You see the live thing on the over there on the top left, right? This is live. You can't bleep out live television. Not really, not unless there's like a delay. But like if there's no delay, there's no bleeping that out.
Yeah, this is the team that thwarted Shroud in the Red Ring.
Does your team have a name?
Z-Team!
These are the best heroes in the whole SD.
Actually, I'm hearing now we can't bleep the curse words. Reporting live from SDN Torrance. Back to the studio.
We did good, brother. Z-Team saved the day. We get you returned to the Mecha Mans. Defend SDNs. Choke damage, but I don't care.
I couldn't have done it without you. Seriously. All the work you put into the suit is what made this possible.
Nah. It's not the hard part, fella. All you guys do the hard things.
Well, no. Obviously, you can do that stuff too. I saw you were throwing those Red Ring around like graduation caps. No joke, I started to feel bad for them. It was mesmerizing.
Yep, that was a fun scrap for sure. I'm getting some sleep, bro. Lot of cleanup tomorrow.
I mean, some of the cleanup is happening right now, man, so... You can see them in the back there, just like having to levitate all the big arms there.
Over here!
Whoa, hold on, you got the wrong gal. She's with us.
No, must be some mix-up. Easy mistake. I mean, she looks scary.
What do you think? Did they earn a pardon?
Is that my call?
You're the one that'll have to work with them. Again.
What's interesting is that there's actually a way to have this choice taken away from you, I discovered. Apparently, some choice you make previously that actually leads to her just straight up saying, nah, let them spend a few months in prison. I don't know what causes that, because I haven't had it happen to me. But apparently some other people have had it where it just straight up takes that choice away, and we're just like, nah, send them off to prison for a bit.
Yeah, sure. Why the not? Hey! Yeah, no, they're with us.
And that's right there. That's why I think there's going to be a season 2 for this. Because why else would they say Coupe will remember that? But then again, Telltale has a history of doing this. In their other games, I mean.
We really banded together. Oh, we were like the mighty ducks. Yes. Oh man, that was fantastic.
I love that little gesture.
Hey,
she just looks so thankful for that.
You maybe got an extra one of those?
I do, actually.
Really? Where'd all the extra beers come from?
Oh, there's a ton of booze in the rec room. That's where they got it. I'm honestly shocked it hasn't turned into an issue. Oh, no powers.
I got it. Forced to open beers like a normie.
Like a normie.
I'm getting drunk like a normie, too. I've had half a beer, and I'm already feeling it.
No powers, and clearly she can't hold her liquor.
So, is that permanent?
Nah, he's borrowing it until we can figure out a different solution for his issue.
Right, the whole being on the brink of death issue.
That's the one.
Well, it looks like he'll enjoy while it lasts.
That's another thing you don't explain,
You
how
did
the
a
medallion
great
works.
job. With Invisigal. She really stepped up. Took a bullet for you and everything.
What I mean by that is they also don't explain, one, what exactly it is that her powers are, what they are that come from the amulet, and why it seems like her powers are able to prevent Chase using his speed powers to prevent him from aging as fast as he did. It's not explained, but, you know, like, that's just me wanting to know how some of these things work from a world-building perspective. I would not mind if at some point they add something that allows us to learn more about these things and how they actually work and function, or if they answer them in a second season. Just saying.
I wouldn't have put my money on this team being the one to save SDN, but here we are.
Listen, I had plenty of help.
That's nice of you.
I had Chase, I had Royd, I had Beef. And of course, none of this could have happened if you didn't get me drunk that night and trick me into this. I have no regrets.
Same. That was quite a kiss she laid on you. Gonna have to talk to HR about that.
Yeah, I hadn't thought about that.
I'm joking, Robert. Relax.
Cool.
Well, it's funny you say that, Tiernu, because there actually is comic books in this game. If you get the extra edition, or I forget what it's called, it's a special edition for this game, but there are comics you can access in this game after you've finished certain episodes that add more backstory. The ones that are here just don't answer those specific questions I brought up. But yeah, there are some comic books in here. I'll show them after this.
Yeah, more than good. Make her happy. Because God knows she's miserable.
This scene's also really cute if you romance Blazer instead.
So does this mean the team's off Monday?
I was just trying to figure that out.
Let him have the day off.
I think you might need to go.
I need to take young man if you don't mind.
By all means.
That's new.
You were right. I was wrong about Busy. She didn't actually kill me, just almost. Now let's see if I can make you throw up.
Wait, what?
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Wait, let me get a picture.
Over here. Somebody else take the picture. Hey, what's happening? Okay, stop. Wait, are we taking a picture? Taking a picture.
There he is, the true hero. He's back.
Yeah, thanks.
Hey, are you taking a picture? What's happening? Okay, that's enough.
Let's be careful with your dispatcher.
Careful, everybody.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Hey, Invisigal came back.
Okay, instantly painful, actually.
Photobombed. So then we get some proper credits here for those involved, especially the voice actors. And just as a reminder, some of your favorite streamers were a part of this as well, especially if you guys enjoy Jacksepticeye, or Alana Pierce, or Moist Critical. And I'm pretty sure, if I recall, every one of them have said they are absolutely down to come back for another season of this game. And of course, Aaron Paul. How could you not hear Aaron Paul there? Laura Bailey, one of my all-time faves. Aaron Yvette. Oh, grats for Moist Critical. There's his real name. Of course, we all know him as Jacksepticeye. Charles White, Moist Critical. Yeah, and I like Alana Pierce as well. And of course, Travis Willingham, one of the greats. His song, by the way, is on Spotify. Young Gravy, the rapper. I heard Alana Pierce say she had some beef with him because apparently he didn't want to be credited. I don't know, like as if, and of course Matt Mercer. Gosh, what an amazing performance by Matt Mercer. You all probably know him as Cassidy from Overwatch, but y'all, man, he was such a good villain in this. And if you haven't checked out some of the Critical Role stuff, check those out. Those are on YouTube. Those guys have a fun time. What's really funny is seeing how, I think I've seen ones about, like, talk about, like, how childish Laura Bailey can be sometimes with her sense of humor. Like, she's amongst the first that if a dirty joke is made, she'll be amongst the first to giggle. And they're just like, Laura! Especially her husband, Travis. He'll be like, Laura Bailey! I just love seeing them all have a great time. So this is that aspect I was talking about. Can you guys see that, or am I blocking it? Alright, hold on. Let me move myself here, because I'm realizing that may be blocking your view of these. I'll just move myself, like, over here for the time being. But you can see 61% chose to give him both pulses. Only 37% showed mercy and spared him. We stayed true to our word that we would not kill him. 49%. Most trust Invisigal and untied her. And you can see here, there's a glimpse of the other path. We supported her and she embraced heroism over villainy. What you saw there was a glimpse of the other path if she does choose to become a villain. You saw there holding Shroud's mask, basically becoming the new Shroud. But that didn't happen this time in this run. And 57% fell for Invisigal and Romancer. We defeated Coop and saved LA. Rescued Sonar first over Phenomenon. And we welcomed Coop back. The coffee run is actually very, very easy. I mean, it requires very little stats, and Invisigal can just go zoom, just over there super fast because of her power. So, like, if you have Invisigal, just send her on the coffee run every time, and it always succeeds. 100%. And yeah, we made her... We just simply chose not to put his, back in his pants. We didn't necessarily make her do it, we just refused to do it ourselves. Performed better than 90% of players in the shift today. Huh. Interesting. So my Robert was a true hero. Always tried to do the right thing at the right time. So over the course of the game, it was Malevola, not surprising. She's one of the more useful characters in this entire game with how rounded her stats are. And of course, her being able to heal injured characters is so useful. Flambe was the most successful. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty good. But then again, considering this is the third time I've beaten this game, I kind of know and have a good sense of what to do compared to others that are trying it for the first time. So this was not like my first time. This is literally the third time I've beaten this game. So let's just say I may have had that knowledge of knowing what was coming ahead of time to help me out. So I mentioned the comic books thing. So if you go to here to extras, you'll actually find you'll be able to look at art. You actually get glimpses of the art of the game. Well, I appreciate that compliment. I've been doing this for a number of years, so I do appreciate that, especially since I've recently been trying to start up streaming this year. When I was working on this beat, we had yet to shoot Shroud's earlier scenes in episodes 1 or 6, non-linear development, so I approached it as his big reveal. I wanted his entrance to feel unsettling, like a nightmare, to build that effect. We established a rhythm where quick flashes of Robert being tortured were surrounded by long cuts to black, providing a safe space. And then we shattered that safety by having Shroud emerge from the darkness itself, leaving the audience to wonder if he had been there the whole time. Again, just the way they handled Shroud in these last couple episodes, especially with the reveal that was Matt Mercer, just, oh, so good. The amount of design exploration that we did for Shroud could fill its own art book. His look, mech, and powers all required nuance and specificity to properly represent his backstory and convey his ultimate motive. As you can see, we traveled down a few paths before we narrowed it down to what is on screen. And this is something you actually get to see with different characters. The amount of different... And this is very, very common and typical in game design. They come up with all these different possible, like, ideas, and they kind of, like, toss them out there and try to figure out which ones they actually want to go with. Or just kind of like, okay, what if we take this from this one, and this one, and kind of put them together. This is one of the reasons why a lot of these games will take so long. But also why they then put, like, a time limit on them working on it. Because they're like, okay, we're taking too long, let's go. We started by throwing a very wide design net. Is Shroud armored, bio-based, organic, and tentacled? Pharaoh-inspired, non-corporeal, cybernetic, ninja-like, brainy business baddie? And then we landed here. This was the right vibe, but we had to further refine his helmet and his mask, as that piece of tech was essential to understanding Shroud's capabilities and threat. His helmet allows him to calculate probabilities and increase his odds of winning to unbeatable proportions, almost like he can see into the future. Which brought us here. Functional attire with an iconic and creepy headpiece, paired with a subdermal neural network, both of which ominously glow with immense processing power. And then glimpses of how he used to be, back when he was known just as Eli. When the Shroud mask is off, he's just Eli. Turns out Eli is also a dick. He worked closely with Robert's dad during Mecha Man's golden years, but was unable to buy into the vision of heroism being a worthwhile pursuit. These concepts show only a small handful of the many revs of exploration that we did to find Shroud's behind the mask persona. At one point, we even explored the idea of flashing back to a young Eli to see his dynamic with young Robert and Bobby. And of course, those shots right there with his mech. In contrast to Mecha Man, I'm actually covering the text right now, sorry about that. It says, in contrast to Mecha Man, Shroud's mech is more alien and asymmetrical in its design, more primal and sharp in its movements. And you can see they went through a different number of designs before they settled on that one. The Red Ring. Group fights are expensive to produce with so many unique characters, but we needed these villains to feel threatening, not like nameless assets. Our solution was to create a kit of body types and Red Ring augments that could be mixed and matched. This saved our animation partners the headache of starting from scratch each time we filled out a scene. We also documented how the abilities of these bad guys and gals would be enhanced by their respective Red Ring augments. We saw that with Toxic, of course, and here's an example of him. And they also show examples here for both Coop and Sonar, so you can get an idea of how they both look depending on who you choose and who ends up being the villain. Coop's mask and wings are both glowing hot red. It's partly due to the rage felt from Robert's betrayal, but also the increased Red Ring power. She's faster, sharper, and a heck of a lot scarier. Coupe appears by Nemo Desi. Sonar's juice-up collar, we'll see this in the alternate run I do, was designed to feel reminiscent of the bulky tech that you would see in an 80s sci-fi movie, yet still fit in with the Red Ring DIY aesthetic. Psychic may feel particularly specific in her design, and that's because it was originally intended for a Z-Team member that got cut. Toxic is made of toxic sludge and has a real crap attitude to match. When he transforms, his clothes are burned off from the acid to reveal his cool cucumber. Sorry that it's not blurred there. Thumbstick doesn't get the chance to live up to his rep, but we still had to design him as if he was a menacing dude. I was wondering about the name of this guy over here on the left. Blobgoon. I just thought he was like Bubblegum Guy or something like that. May look kind of cute, maybe even friendly, but he sucks, or rather blows up. We're trying too hard here, but you get it. He's a blob and he's a jerk. Armstrong started out with a basic silhouette, large, imposing, and top-heavy. We then gave him tiny arms because, well, it was a funny contrast with his name. But more importantly, it strengthened the narrative that he's reliant on Red Ring's augmented mechanical ligaments. The Z-Team got scrappy in the bar brawl back in Episode 5, but it's not until the boss battle at the end of Episode 8 that we see them show off their full power kits. Some even discovered perfect synergy with a Bud and a Wombo combo move. The first step was to take stock of all of their respective powers, then brainstorm the most interesting and entertaining ways that they could work together. Next, we board out the scenes to understand the flow and communicate the scope and vision to the rest of the team. Now, boarding action beats ain't the prettiest. In order to convey lots of tiny kinetic movements, it's fast and messy. Detailed visuals take a backseat to informational sketches and notes, often paired with 3D pre-visualization and live-action reference material filmed by our team. This is how we worked out these combat shots and found the right pacing, so our ragtag team could finally step into their roles as full-blown superheroes. Prism's shield there. Of course, from Love of the Strength and Sword. And Gollum having a moment where he gets to be an earthbender from Avatar. And shots there where they're assembling, having their own Avengers Assemble moment. Other shots from the big final fight. If you didn't already know from your choices in Episode 4, it may be a shock to learn that Blazer is not a natural blonde. Be cool, it's a sensitive topic. Turns out the best balayage doesn't come from a salon, but an enchanted necklace that brings along some serious super prowess, all of which Chase benefits from once he dons the gemstone. Just more, I like that shot there on the top right of just like LA from like a top of a hill. You're just looking out over the city. That's a really cool shot there. By Episode 7, our team is exhausted and beaten down. When the Red Ring launches a widespread attack on the greater Los Angeles area, we need the scale of the destruction to feel both overwhelming and personal. We continue to base a lot of the game locations on real-life locales to echo that sense of familiarity and personal loss. I imagine anybody who plays this while they're actually living in actual LA would probably be able to be like, hey, look, I know that area, like that shopping center down there on the bottom right. I have no idea, because I used to live in NorCal, not SoCal, so. And then her looking over that, with the Hollywood sign in the back. Oh, that's a good shot. The people. Mr. Whiskey, that's his name, makes the best cup of Joe in the office. Lana, the alien from the mailroom, from a different galaxy altogether. And, of course, our buddy Galen. Episode 7 begins with a flashback to a sweet moment between young Robert and young Chase, giving us some context to their lifelong friendship. This sequence was sadly scoped down a bit, while the content was hard to lose. All that groundwork helped flesh out their backstories and inform how our characters got to where they are now. Different possible ideas they had for how they would look back then. Of course, the photo of him and his dad. These unlikely heroes who started out as individual disparate sketches drawn over the course of several years eventually grew into the untitled cast lineup seen here. At first it was hard to picture them together, but now it's impossible to imagine them apart. Their unique designs echoes their specific personalities, like Flambe intentionally choosing the extremely deep cut V-neck of his suit to show off his chest hair, or Waterboy wearing a wetsuit in order to keep the water inside his clothes so as not to upset the world around him. Each of these characters came from different backgrounds with different talents and temperaments. They were plucked from their normal lives and smashed together in the workplace. While learning how to work together, they often joked around, occasionally argued, always celebrated wins together, and ultimately ended up supporting each other. When things got tough, and over the course of working together, they became a team, just like the group of developers that made Dispatch. It's a nice little message. Epilogue. Well, this is the end. The process of creating this book, of digging up all these concept pieces and development notes, was a nice reminder of how far we've come. Making this game was sometimes beautiful, often frustrating, but always interesting. Hopefully reading through this digital documentation of our journey was interesting for you as well. Speaking of you, we couldn't have done any of this without you. The curiosity, excitement, and support we received from you, the players, is why this game can exist at all. So thanks for playing, thanks for reading, and thanks for dispatching. As a reminder, the original intention for this game was to be a show, but then the pandemic happened. So they scrapped that and instead decided to keep this idea and turn it into a video game instead. Just tossing that out there. More shots here, images, art. Very, very nice. Alright, so I mentioned the comics. So we had these comics that would, like, this was after episode 2, this was after episode 4, this was after episode 6, where we saw more about Chase and Robert and his dad. This one is about Shroud, and as well as Robert's father, the death of Mecha Man. You canceled the vote? Yep. No, no. Okay, maybe I won't fully voice this. You promised me it would be today. Chill out, Eli, or you'll pop a spark plug. Promised? Did I do a pinky swear? Don't be a child. I challenge you! What's that supposed to mean? I'm gonna beat Mecha Man, and when I do, you'll make me an official member of the Brave Brigade. And give me back my Astral Pulse. Your Astral Pulse? I made it. I made all of it. And now I'm going to unmake it. And then he puts it in. Now get in the suit. What do I need the suit for? You think I can't take a nerd super glued in his toys just like this? Stop being an idiot and get in the suit. You're not worth the effort that it would take to flip the ignition. Get in the suit! And then he has a rag thrown in his face and punched in the face. Let's lift the shroud so you can see this one coming. How fitting. He gave him the name. And then Chase shows up. Basically to stop it from happening. He asked for a fight. So I gave him a fight. If I didn't step in, you would have killed him. You think the villains are out there are gonna pull their punches? Chase, I always knew you had it from the first day we met. With Eli, I have never been convinced. But if he comes back tomorrow after that, I know for sure that I got a real hero in my hands. Come on, Chase. You see what I see? I know you do. I'm gonna see if Vitalia's got Eli up yet. Don't make me the bad guy. I didn't do that. You did that yourself. And then there he is with the gun. Remember I told you to remember that gun? Robbie. There's the first shot. Remember, he said he hadn't quite adjusted to the adrenaline rush. I'm here, I got you. I'm gonna get some help. Anybody, help! A little different from how he described it, but let's just say he may not have actually done that all at once. But that was certainly when he became Shroud, and then finished him off for good later. So that is Dispatch, everybody.